Good morning, guys. I'm sorry I'm late. I literally went to sleep and my alarm was unplugged. Probably one of my kids. Kind of frustrating, but hey, we're here. Give me a second. I gotta find my headphones, um, so we can get uh, my headphones working. So bear with me, team. There we go. All right. Sorry, bumping my mic. I'm slacking. I just woke up. I literally just got up. Like my phone's not even charged. Damn. There we go. Let me know if y'all can hear the music. I'm pretty sure I got everything plugged in. UWMC. Yeah, look at lgbn. LGBN is going absolutely crazy. What's the reason for this move? Is this a short squeeze or like what's the cause of this move? Low float? No, I'm not sick. I just woke up. Whew. All right. UWMC. Yeah, UWMC's gapping up nicely here. Let's look up the catalyst. Big range here as well. All right. This is UWM Holdings. Hey, they did a Form S amended filing. Uh, Company launched the secondary offering of 50 million shares. That came out on a Wednesday. I don't see anything today though. What's up, John? Hey, what's up, Brendan? What's up, Jay? Yeah, I don't see the UWMC news. We're up. Yeah, it's cold here in Texas. Yeah, I'm slacking this morning, honestly. Honestly, I got up. It's kind of weird. Like, I have a natural alarm clock that wakes me up. I literally woke up at 6 a.m. without even an alarm clock, and I just sat there in bed, and I was like, wait a minute. I looked outside, and it's not even light outside, but somehow I knew that I had slept in. And so I woke up and I said, what time is it? And then uh, my wife said it's 6:50, and I was like, or it's 5:50, and I was like, oh no, I slept in. It's all good though. We're all right. What the heck is my phone doing? How is my phone even on? Oh, I got two phones. That's what it is. All right. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with LGVN here because LGVN is honestly the craziest move. Look at the 1040s here for LGVN. Absolute craziness. Um, We have Voso here, VOSO. You think SEV is going to be as hyped up as it was yesterday? We're watching SEV as well. Here's Prague. Prague's still at 430s. I mean, it's basically break even in the last day. LGVN's probably the craziest run, though. This thing's flying up, absolutely flying up. Look at LGV in here. I'm trying to figure out what the reason for this gap up is. All right, so this is long Veron. It is up yesterday after it received the pediatric disease designation for the company's infant heart condition treatment. The FDA gave it the pediatric disease or the rare pediatric disease designation, the rare disease designation for the FDA. And that's usually a pretty good thing for treatment for infant heart conditions. So that's what's going on with LGVN. Looking at the float, the float is incredibly small as well. The float is 3.28 million. So the float is very, very small. I'll have to pull up my squeeze app to see if this is a short squeeze play or not. So just bear with me 1 second, team. Let me see if this is a short squeeze. I'm going to pull up my squeeze app, and we're going to try to figure out what the short float and data is for LGV. And it might not have it much data here, but we're going to try. So let me try. And I'm still kind of like half asleep, so just bear with me. All right, so let's look at some of these stocks now. All right, so what I'm looking at is LGVN. LGVN. I'm showing 7% short float. Short volume yesterday was really high, though, so this could be a short squeeze. Right now, I'm showing the short float ratio of 7%. Short volume ratio of 2.7 million, or short volume ratio of 7%, float of 2.7 million, short volume ratio of 33% today, short volume of 86 million, volume of 259 million. So crazy high volume. Not a huge market cap, 131 million here. I don't know if it's a short squeeze play. It certainly could be. It certainly could be. What's up, Andrew? Yeah, I woke up to see that, Slim. That's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons that I'm kind of slacking this morning is because Carol got me up at 3 a.m. last night. And like, who knew my phone wasn't plugged in the whole time? Wasn't able to catch it. Yeah, that's what I'm showing. Clicks. That's what I'm showing as well. Is Ortex? Are you getting that data from Ortex? The 8% clicks. Because if so, that means my data is pretty close to the Ortex data, which was my goal when I created that app. Is I wanted data that was close to the Ortex data, and I think that's what I got. Dope, dude. We've got over 300 users of the Squeeze app, which is really cool. Music hype. Can y'all hear the music? Y'all should be able to, right? We should be good, huh? All right, but where do y'all think LGVN gets today? That's the question for today's live stream. Where do you think LGVN goes today? Y'all can't hear music? Oh, damn, dude. My bad. Hold on. I'm going to have to stop the screen. There we go. Now y'all should be able to hear it. All right, cool. My bad, guys. All right, look at LGVN go, bro. This thing is up to 1174s. Crazy high.
Hey guys,
Squeeze app. You don't have the squeeze app, Cheryl? All right, this is the squeeze app right here. It tells you detailed free short float data and information. Like, for instance, like I said, we're looking up LGVN right now. It tells me the short float, today's short volume, total volume, market cap, buy ratings, sell ratings if it has some, institutional ownership. I could type in like AMC and see the same thing, or like Prague. I see the same data. AMC 19% short float, 512 million in the float. My goal was to make it really close to Ortex data, but make it free. So that's what we did. We made it free. Prague, 23% short float, 112 million float. And if you want to download it, and you have an Android, it's only available for Android right now. You can download it at this link. It's not on an iPhone yet. All right, so I turned the music down a little bit. Let me know if that works. All right, so LGVN is squeezing up big. Like I said, I'm going to ask the chat. Do you think LGVN hits 15 today? Oh, turn it down? There you go. Is that better? Let me know. Should be better. What do you think of IO and Q? I think IO and Q's gone a little crazy as well. What's up, Jan? All right, we're up. Whew. What is this? I don't know. There we go. Not to sound too much like a sensationalist, but LGVN sure has the look of one that could hit 20 plus. Yeah, well, vote on the poll now, guys. I'm curious. Yeah, the short interest on CEI. I got you, bro. But yeah, dude, we got hundreds of downloads on the Squeeze app, which is great. You know, you love to see it. But yeah, talking about CEI data here, let's look at the short float for CEI. CEI currently has 13% short float, 25 million in the float, 3.4% institutionally owned. Today's short volume ratio is 31%. The short volume is 29 million. Volume of 92.8 million. Market cap of 277 million. No ratings. We could look at SEC filings here and see the latest filing was a 10Q. And so yeah. Got to figure out some other stuff to add to that app, but that's what we got so far. We made money yesterday, which is good. Yeah, we'll see what happens with LGB, and it's definitely the top watch. I mean, this thing's flying up, going crazy right now. Uh, what do y'all think of Prague today, too? Prague's at 420s now. What's up, Davey? Whew, man. I was not happy when I woke up this morning. I was not happy at all, dude. I woke up and I was like, wait a minute, what time is it? And then I realized I was like 30 minutes late, and I was like, damn. Whatever happened to EV, like Rivian? Rivian's down pretty heavily. Tesla's up. It's up to 1100. The high of the last few days is at roughly right under 1120. So we're going to watch Tesla to see if it can break that. We're also watching Lucid. Lucid is back up to 45, 46s. So we're watching that as well for Lucid. We'll see what happens there. Yeah, lgbn went absolutely nuts. Flew up. Huge rips. Craziness, to be honest. What? Yeah, man, I probably woke up my whole house being like, what time is it? Oh, no. Yeah, whole day starts off crappy. Yeah, I'm kind of mad about it. It's all good, though. At least it's a Friday. Like, if it happened on any day, I'd rather it be a Friday, you know? You guys know me. I'm very rarely late. I very rarely miss a day, and it ain't happening today either. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just lucky my natural alarm clock, because I didn't have any alarm set. I'm just lucky my natural alarm clock woke me up. Like, I literally woke up at 5:50, like, hey, what time is it? Without even needing, nothing woke me up. My room was pitch dark, and I just kind of rose up and was like, hey, what time is it? So somehow I knew. My internal clock was like, yo, why are you sleeping? What's up, Shiva? Hey, good morning. Yeah. Yep. As you get older, your natural alarm clock wakes you up. Yeah, for sure. Hey, vote on the poll right now, guys. Do you think lgbn hits $15 today? 57% are you saying yes. 43% are you saying no. Let me know. Which one, West Coast? LGVN will blow past $15 today. Potentially, sure. We'll see. I hope it does. I hope it does. But yeah, bro, I was slacking this morning for sure. Lucid, will it get another short squeeze? I don't know, man. Lucid has been going crazy. It's down today, of course. IONQ, a lot of people are watching EV still. But, yeah. What's the reason LGVN is going up so much? Well, it does have a catalyst. Like, it did have a catalyst here for LGVN. The catalyst was 3 million float. It received rare pediatric disease designation to the company's treatment for infant heart condition. It's up big. So here's the catalyst for it, if you really want to know, for LGVN. FDA on Thursday granted rare pediatric disease designation to the company's treatment for infant heart condition. And so it's up on that. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm just judging by the percent of movement. Buenos dias, Senior John. Yeah. Hey, we're up. How about Prague stock? Prague is up to 425s here. We've got some lows that we could pay attention to see if we hold over. We've got like $4. We've got 410s, 411s. You know, watching for a short squeeze in this one. We'll see what happens, but that's what most people are watching for. Yeah, Chamath Palihapitiya, very well known in the crypto world, as well as the stock market. He sold 15% of his SoFi stake. That's rough for SoFi. Very, very famous investor. Very famous investor. We're watching Rivian as well. We'll see what happens with Rivian. But we're watching it. What's up, Cheryl? What do you mean silver? Who? CEI, any news? Yeah, we can check it out. Let me see. CEI announced the lead the Klein law firm announced the lead plaintiff deadline of December 28th in the class action filed on behalf of Camber Energy CEI. I don't see any actual stock news for it though. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's holding most of its gains. I mean, it gapped up from 106 all the way to 150s. It's down to 120. We'll see if we can hold over 120. I think that's a pretty big level. Yeah, what do you mean closing my mouth? Not sure what you mean. What's up, Lucas? Oil had a rough night. Yeah, what about crypto, man? Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies has just tanked the last few, days. Finally back up some. Finally back up some. Do you think it's time to buy the crypto dip? If we look at like crypto. Most cryptos are actually flying up today. Look at most cryptos. So most cryptos are actually up, and I'm seeing this through BitGet, guys. But like, look at this. Most cryptos are up today. Look, the only Bitcoin's down. Ethereum's up almost 2.5%, over 2.5%. Quantum is up 4.8%. Ethereum Classic is up 5.5%. BAT is up 10, 11%. LRC is up 15.5%. Matic is up almost 5%. XRP. What about the crypto games? Axie Infinity is up 1%. AVAX is up 12%. They have all of these on BitGet, guys. All of these on BitGet. Sandbox is up 2%. Man, Sand has put in some of the craziest moves of any cryptocurrency. Look at Sand. Look at like Mana. Crazy moves. Look at Mana here. Mana's up to 406. And we talked about these crypto gaming stocks a bunch in the last few days. So y'all are missing out. We're going to have a video dropping soon about another metaverse crypto that is super interesting. And so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, we're going to have another video dropping about another metaverse crypto today that's super interesting. Oh, it's just everybody does it, Silver. So like everybody does that. Everybody will do or like every freaking YouTuber does it. So it's like if you want to compete with them, you got to do it too. So it's like, hey, I'm doing that because everybody else is doing that. What's up, Lucas? What's up, brother? How to get verified on BitGet? Y'all hit the like button really quick. Run the likes up to over 100. Yeah, let's see if lgbn can bounce at 11 here. Flying up, huge momentum coming through. Let's see if it bounces at 11. That's what I'm really watching lgbn for. See if it bounces right here at 11. What's up, Kings? Hey, at least we got 350 people. I was late today, guys. I'm sorry. But at least we gained 350 people within 30 minutes. So hey, that's not that bad. Go early 90s or early 2000s on us. But what's up, Lucas? Go ahead and ask your question. I'll answer it. How to get verified on BitGet? Okay, so to get verified on BitGet, it's simple. You go to account. You go to ID verification, and you just submit your ID with your name. I'm pretty sure on BitGet you have to take a picture, and the picture has to you have to hold a piece of paper that says your name, the date, and BitGet, on it or something like that. It's something like that. Read the instructions. Let me sign out and see what I've got 2 different accounts here. So let me sign into my other account that's not verified yet and try to show you. But yeah, that's what you got to do, basically. CEI here, guys. CEI is down to 120s. Do you think it's going to hold? Let me know. Bro, this is the fakest Costco message ever. Yeah, that's what it is, Cheryl. It's a bunch of different stuff. Dude, I send my verification code on BitGet. They never send it. Oh well. Waiting for the lgbn support. So much hype over the meta this and meta that, and MMAT shares keep dipping. Why do you think that is? I'm buying the dip either way. Well, I mean, regardless of what MMAT does, it's not really too telling of the metaverse. Like if you look at metaverse cryptocurrencies, metaverse cryptos are up huge in the last week or two. And so MMAT is just one part, you know, it's just one technology of the metaverse. You know, it's one company about the metaverse. It's not the entire metaverse. So MMAT, we'll see, you know. It's up over the last year. It's up from 55 cents to 4.30, so it's still doing pretty strong. There's the bounce right at $11 for lgbn. So there's the bounce right at 11 for lgbn. So we'll see what happens there as well. But it's trying, you know, it's trying. Dude, I'm not pumping anything, dude. Somebody lost a bunch of money, I'm guessing, Jay, right? Everybody give a shout out to Jay. Oh, my boy must have lost a lot of money if you think I'm pumping any of these stocks. You know, my guess is you're just mad that we're getting views. Sir, cheers to you. And if you think that yeah, I don't do options either. J Global Events. Just some random troll in the chat talking smack. It's all good, dude. I can't tell by your bias. In what way have I pumped anything? I'm not pumping anything. You know, I'm mostly a day trader. You know what I mean? And so I'm mostly a day trader. So it doesn't really matter that much about pumping. Lucid? Is Lucid ripping up? If I'm pumping anything, it's the metaverse. You know, that's the most thing. Yeah, Lucid's starting to creep back up. It's almost up to that previous closing price. The way you speak about stocks, you got to be a little bit more descriptive about that. What have I said that makes you think I'm pumping anything? I don't think you understand what a pump really is, Jay. My guess is you're probably kind of new. So let me give you some context behind it. You know, some of these gurus, I'm not going to mention names, but let's just say some of these gurus on YouTube are pumping up stocks. And what they do is that they front load onto a position. You know, they front load onto the position. Me talking about really big gapping up stocks is not pumping them up. Like everybody's talking about Prague, everybody's talking about lgbn. That's kind of how it goes. They're making ridiculous percentage moves. lgbn is up 70% just in pre-market today. Is it going to continue? I have no idea. I don't know if it's going to continue or not, but that's not pumping it. Pumping it would be being like, hey guys, I'm buying LG, and I'm going to preface this with I'm not actually doing it. But pumping it would be like, hey guys, I'm in lgbn and you should buy it too. Like that would be pumping it, and then the stock goes up and you profit from it. But that's what pumping is. I don't think you really understand what it is, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, to put it in perspective, a lot of these big time gurus will front load onto a position. So they'll say, hey guys, or so they'll buy a bunch of shares without telling anybody. And then what they do is they'll call the stock out and they'll be like, hey, I'm buying this stock. And then, of course, just from them saying that, number one, we don't have enough people here to really pump anything. Number two is that just from these big time gurus that have thousands and thousands of people following them, that will influence the stock on an upward direction, and then they'll sell without telling anybody anything and capitalize on it. The SEC can look into my trades to see if I'm front loading, because I'm certainly not. Like, it doesn't matter. That's insignificant to me. It doesn't matter. But again, I don't know if you really understand what pumping is. Hey, thank you, teacher. I appreciate it. Thank you, brother. Yeah, Jay has a BBIG bag, clearly, Hey, thank you, Clicks. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, y'all are probably right. I mean, accusing somebody of pumping is probably, justifies a reaction, which it's all good. It doesn't matter either way. But I'm obviously not pumping. Like I said, the SEC can look into me. If the SEC gets weird with me, they're getting weird with the wrong streamer. They're literally getting weird with a channel called Beginner Trading that doesn't sell a course, doesn't sell a service, doesn't front load stocks, doesn't pump up stocks. And so I think it would just be a bad look on the SEC if they got weird with me, in all honesty. Hey, but cheers to you. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Y'all help me grow. And Jay, if you think you're going to stick around here, good day, sir. But hey, y'all hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. We do this live for free every single day right here. DPW, is it moving? Yeah, I feel like people hear the word pump and they think that, and they just kind of want to say it too. So they hear, oh, this person's pumping, or so-and-so's pumping, or so-and-so's pumping a stock, but they don't really know what it means. They don't really know what somebody means when they say that. What somebody means when they say pumping up stock, they mean they're front loading. They're front loading, they're buying that stock, and then they're artificially inflating that stock's price, thus capitalizing on that stock's gains and then selling without telling anybody. Like, that's pumping up a stock. Really, it's front loading. But regardless, it doesn't matter. We don't have enough people here to pump up a stock anyway. No offense to my own channel, but like we got over 400 people here, and I appreciate everybody that's here. But 400 people ain't about to pump any of these stocks. I love you guys, but hey, 400 people's not about to pump anybody. Yes. All right. Here, hold on. Yeah, it looks good. Love you. Sorry, I woke up late this morning.
When did you wake up?
I randomly woke up at like 5:50. I was supposed to start the stream at like 5:40. I randomly woke up at like 5:50 and I started cursing and yelling and being like, what the, your mom had to be like, dude, chill out. And I was like, all right.
I didn't hear you.
I know. Well, that's what happens when you live upstairs. Maddie's got a fresh sweater on that I bought her yesterday. She's over here flexing on life.
Hey, my joggers.
Yeah.
It's comfortable today. It's only
Yeah. It's cold. Is it cold? I'm guessing it's cold, right? Yeah. You need that sweater then.
Mm-hmm. And it's really comfortable. It's like really soft.
Good. It better be freaking comfortable for $40 a sweater.
Yeah.
$40 a sweater. Oh, bro, they did not just do this, dude. Damn. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Love you. Have a good day at school. Ugh. I'm gonna pump these weights. I need to pump these weights, bro. I haven't worked out in like a week. You know. Hey, what's up, John Smith? You as well, bro. Yeah, people don't want to think. They want to log on and have people tell them what to do. Joe Budden. Rest in peace to the Joe Budden podcast. Honestly, Joe Budden did those men dirty, bro. He did those men dirty. He screwed over his own business partner. No. Need a dono push-up day? Yeah, I should be doing push-ups. Pump these muscles up. You know, I'm sure there's a good Arnold quote in there somewhere. Look at DPW, guys. DPW starting to rip. It's at 204s. 204s for DPW. It's making moves. We'll see what happens here for DPW. But it's going. We want to pump you up. Yeah. Yeah, mixtape dropping soon. DPW completion of 200 million at the market capital raise. It's an offering. They don't want to say it's an offering. They called it a capital raise, but it's an offering. So they did $200 million of dilution for DPW, but it's a good thing. It's at the market. It's making the stock go up. Bitcoin mining stock. We're watching it. You know, it's interesting. It's up to 204s. The float itself is 70 million. So we'll see what happens. All right, we finally got into BitGet on my second alt account. I got to remove. Here's a fun fact, guys. Never put your phone number into BitGet. You know, you could use your phone number, but it's just going to make logging in more difficult. You know, I would use email only. But yeah, if you want to get verified to BitGet, this is what you do. You go to countries. If you're in the US like me, you go to verification. And you have to type in US here, or United States, or you have to do capitalize. You have to capitalize United States, right? Capitalize U, and you go to United States. Boom. You have your first, last, ID card, identity number, so your driver's license or ID number. And then you got to do a self-portrait of you holding your ID card and a statement that contains BitGet and the date of the day and today's date. And that's it. You should be approved. I was approved with approved within like 30 minutes on BitGet, like 30 minutes. Yeah, lgbn, guys. There's up to 13, guys. Like I said, vote on the poll right now. Do you think it's going to break 15 today? Vote on the poll. John is definitely a Cancer. I'm actually an Aquarius, but I don't believe in the whole horoscope thing. You know what I mean? No offense. I don't think the month you're born influences your personality. You know, I think that's just a random thing, you know, and I think it's kind of like, if you've ever, no offense to anybody here, and maybe I'm going to piss some people off when I say this, just know I respect you regardless of what you believe. But my own personal reasoning behind that is that a lot of times they'll give you really broad, desirable qualities. They'll be like, yeah, Aquariuses just love their friends and take really good care of them, and they're so caring and kind, and they're also really inquisitive and smart. And so anybody that freaking reads that is going to be like, that's me. I'm caring and smart. I'm inquisitive. You know, I must be an Aquarius. This is right. You know, and so it's going to kind of trick people into thinking it's more legitimate than it is. It's kind of like, if you've ever heard those people that never mind. That's what I believe. Regardless of what you believe, I respect you anyway. All right, guys, my bad. Yeah, I'm watching LGV, and it's flying up, breaking highs. It's at 14s. And so I don't want to be disrespectful or anything like that. So, you know, like I said, regardless of what you believe, I respect you. And I appreciate you guys being here. That's just my reasoning for not really, not really looking into that. But maybe it's true. And listen, I'm not too cocky to where I will think that I know everything. Maybe y'all are right, and maybe I'm missing out on something valid and reasonable and cool. But that's just my reasoning behind it. Yeah, lgbn still ripping up. It's at 14s, guys. And look at the poll. The poll was due to get his 15. I don't know. I'm an Aquarius, and so let's look up Aquarius and see if I'm that. Okay, like I'll play into it. Aquarius personality. You tend to avoid confrontations, probably pretty accurate, preferring not to rock the boat. As a result, you generally lead a quiet and peaceful life, but there are times when it is necessary to speak up. I mean, I don't know. I'm at the same time, I kind of rock the boat sometimes. I might be rocking the boat right now as I say this. And so today you could find yourself provoked to speak up to clarify a misunderstanding. If your actions have been misinterpreted, is it up to you to defend yourself? This one situation where the boat might rock. Okay, let me see the generalized Aquarius personality. I don't know anything. Highly independent. You don't like to be tied down much. Been married for 12 years. Or been with Carol for 12 years. You rarely follow the herd. Yeah, see, this is just stuff that people want to say. This is stuff that people would want me to be, Anyways. lgbn at 1390s, 14s. We're watching that. Prague down to 420s, everybody's favorite number. We'll see if it holds there. But she gives you freedom. Yeah, maybe. Like I said, you can morph it to believe whatever you want to believe. But like, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that interpretation of me. And again, I think some of these just tell you what you want to hear. They say, oh, you're inquisitive and smart and care about your friends. I care about my friends. I'm inquisitive and smart. It's got to be me. I think that's kind of how those things get people, because they tell them they tell them what they want to hear. Yeah. All right, I got you, sweet face. I feel you. All right, we got lgbn up there to 1370s, 14s. There you go. Look at me, ADW. Listen, if y'all are into horoscopes, like I said, I'm down to look into it. I'm not against anything. Listen, like I said, I'm not so cocky that I think that I'm right about everything. I could be wrong. Maybe they're valid and legitimate. I don't know. Never really looked into them that much. All right. lgbn breaking highs again. It's up to 1440s, 1450s. Let's see if it continues to run. Yeah, if y'all give me like a legitimate horoscope website that'll tell me good and bad things about me, I'll look at it and tell you if it's right. Right, 100%, Andrew. Y'all do y'all's thing. I'm not mad at you. I mean, I've looked into it as much as anybody else. I tell you my natural or what I just naturally think about it from just looking at it, seeing it in everyday life and experiences for the last 30 years. I can tell you my generalized thoughts on it. I think that's a reasonable thing. I'm not saying my thoughts are right. It's just my opinion. Happens. lgbn ripping up big. Like I said, I take the mentality I usually take with anything else. I'll look into it, but I'm naturally skeptical. And I'm usually skeptical with everything. Lucid back up to 4670s. lgbn's trying to make moves. Prague's down to 420s. DPW's consolidating. Let's see if it bounces at $2 there. There's $2. All right, guys. Like I said, we're up to 1450s. Everybody laughed at me when I asked whether lgbn would hit $15 today. Everybody laughed. You know, they said, "Oh, it can never." You know, now we're up to 1450s, $14, and it's not looking that far-fetched anymore. No. Slimbooter.horoscope. I will tell you what I do find accurate is the I think it's the Briggs. What is it? Briggs-Myers personality test. Now, the Briggs-Myers personality test, that thing was freaking right. I had the debater personality type. And so I'll read y'all this. I had the debater personality type. That thing was super correct. Like I was shocked at how accurate it is. So if y'all have never taken a Briggs-Myers personality test, those things are surprisingly accurate. You know, surprisingly accurate. Like this was me, and it's a big list of questions. It's like 30 or something like that. I can't remember how many it was, but it's a decent sized list of questions asking about who you are and what your decisions would be in specific situations. And that gave me the debater personality test. It says the debater is a person with the extroverted, intuitive thinking and prospecting personality traits. They tend to be bold and creative, deconstructing, rebuilding ideas with great mental agility. They pursue their goals vigorously despite any resistance they might encounter. And I know that's all positive things, but like that's pretty spot on, I think. They play the devil's advocate, helps people with the debater personality type to not only develop a better sense of others' reasoning, but also help them understand opposing ideas, since debaters are the ones arguing with them. And that's probably pretty accurate. I'm an arguer for sure. All right, we got LGB, and it's up to 13s, 14s. Let's see what happens. Yeah. You got to follow the herd. Yeah, kind of, man. There's 14s. We'll see if it holds. It's starting to try to rip. Well, it's a little bit different, Jan. They question your decisions. So they ask you what your specific decisions would be in certain situations, and then they tell you what your personality is based off of the your choices in those decision questions. What? Talking about the Briggs-Myers personality test. All right. Hey, what's up, Space Cowboy? My daughter wants to take the person. She hears me talking in here. She wants to take the person. Hey, you want to be on stream or no? Okay. What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Good.
Good? Love you, buddy.
Wait, do the thing with Daddy. Do this. No. Okay.
All right, have a good day at school. Hey, bro, listen, you need to wear pants, dude. It's cold outside.
No, he has to wear these for the shower.
Okay, hey, wear your jacket.
He has to wear this for.
It's cold, dude.
No, we have to wear. You have to wear a shirt and nothing else on for the show.
Okay, then wear a jacket and then take it off. Take it off for the show.
No, I don't.
What?
I don't want to because it's never cold outside and it gets really
Okay.
hot.
Jack, do you see me? I'm
Jack?
wearing a sweatshirt and
Hey, you wear a jacket or you ain't staying in Nana's tonight.
Ain't no games.
You understand? All right.
I'm gonna make sure you guys.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he's got to wear a jacket. Sorry, guys. What's up, Hazy? Hey, yes, sir. All right. Now we're getting a pullback here. We got a few pullback levels. We've got 1250. We've got 1350 up here. We've got 13, which might hold 1450 right around the new pre-market high. So we're watching these levels here. For Prague, we got 412s, 410s. We've got $2 for DPW. Lucid is up to 47s here, and we're watching that also. Yeah, bro, you see him, dude? You see him, man? Like, it's cold outside. It's legitimately cold outside. My son's never cold. I'm like, dude, put a sweater on, put a jacket on. He's like, I'm not cold. He argues with me about that all day. I'm like, dude, yeah, put your jacket on, dude. Yeah. Little jerk, man. Being mean, you know? Not listening. I love him, though. He's a good kid. Yeah. Anyways, all right, let's see if we bounce here. Look, there's 1350. We drew 1350. Let's see if we actually bounce off of that. We actually ended green yesterday, which is desperately necessary. Yeah, I like it cold. I want it cold, but I run hot ever since I was a kid. Sometimes you do. All right, guys, so there's 1350 bounce, and look at exactly where we bounced off of. We drew this level, and look at the bounce. 1350s up there to 1380s, 1390s. So basically just called a 40-cent bounce on LGB. And now who knows if it's going to hold up here, but we bounced precisely. And this is how you identify these levels. Number one, they got two reasons that we knew this would bounce at 1350. There's two ways we knew. And so I'll talk about them here. The first way is that, number one, we had prior support confirmation right there. So we had prior support confirmation, which is usually a pretty good sign. It means other traders are watching this specific level, and so they might buy into that looking for a bounce just like we called out. The other thing that made it look at it for a bounce level was that was pulling back, but it was a $half level. You know, $13, $13.50, $14, $14.50. We watched the entire range around those levels like this, and a lot of the time we're going to get bounces right off of those big psychological levels like 13, 13.50, 14, 14.50. And so with taking into consideration the prior support as well as the $half level, that gave us a little idea that we could get a bounce, and that's precisely what we got, down to the very cent at 13.50. So it worked really well. Yeah, lgbn is flying up. Yes, sir. Bigger. Let's do this, bro. How cold is it there? It is 45 degrees right now, which is pretty cold for us here. 45 degrees. Yeah, it's pretty cold. You think Bitcoin will go back to 660,000? I personally do, yes. I think it'll probably bounce and go back to 60K easily. 60K is probably the easy number. You know, I think it's going to go back up to test highs, but maybe, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, you see that SPAC? Just no. Disrespectful. I'm like, hey, put a jacket on. No. Damn. We got DPW at 202s. You know, anytime a kid does that, you just got to say, look, you do it or this happens. You know, like, I don't spank my kids. I just take stuff away. You know, like, you do that, no nanas. You do that, no Xbox. You do that, no Minecraft. You know, and then they never do it. They're like, all right, fine. Leverage is the key to parenting. No timeouts, not really. More so just using leverage to as a parent. The way I parent is, you know, I try to use an authoritative parenting style. You know, psychologically, they say the best parenting style for your children is firm but fair. And so you want to be authoritative. You want to be firm but fair. You want to be reasonable, but also follow through with what you say. And so if you're going to say, hey, do this or this happens, you better do it, because if not, kids are just gonna know you're not gonna follow through with what you say. So I try to go with the authoritative parenting style. You know, that's what they say builds the most well-balanced kids in general. So that's what we try to do. Tusk, TUSK. It's at 282s. Let's see if it holds over 265. That's a reasonable level, I think, as well. Eddie, if you want the free app, brother, it's right here. It's called the Squeeze app. It's only available for Android, but it's right here. John, you need to start taking some of those entries starting small. You're right, 80 or 90% of the time in pre-market. I think I am, right? All right, well, look, we'll take a few little starter positions. I don't mind, like now that I'm taking larger sizing, I don't mind building up like a little cushion to some of this stuff here. Hola, mijiha. What did you get?
I got the entertainer.
You got entertainer, okay. Which is weird because you're a lot like me, so it's surprising. Let's see the entertainer personality type. All right, so entertainer personality is a person with extroverted observers. So you're extroverted like me, which is probably good. You know, like I'm running this live stream. I've got almost 500 people here. So I'm certainly extroverted if I need to be. I would say I'm introverted as well, though, in some ways. But anyways, an entertainer is a person with extroverted, observant feeling and prospecting personality traits. These people love vibrant experiences, engaging in life eagerly and taking pleasure in discovering the unknown. They can be very social, often encouraging others into shared activities. That's probably right. That's probably right. Yeah, you're pretty social. Well, that's cool.
I'm surprised I didn't get the debater like you.
Yeah, it just depends. I think that it bases it off of your decisions, and I think that as you age and become more mature, that your decisions change in those situations. So your personality changes as well in those instances. But
yeah, but this is just a test. It's just
right. But it's a test based off of decisions. And so what I mean is like, as you get older, your decisions might be different in those situations. Like you might choose to act differently in those situations and in turn have a different personality, thing. But yeah, love you. We'll look at it more when you get home from school. All right, DPW is at 201s. We'll buy a little bit here to see if we bounce at 201s. I think this is somewhat dependent on crypto and mining, but we might buy just a little feeler trade and start taking some of these trades. All right, we're in with 50 shares. The other one we're looking at is lgbn. We might buy a little bit of this too. Only if it pulls back to a reasonable, like if it pulls back to 1250, that's when we might buy some more of lgbn. Hey, what's up, Cruisin'? Hey, yes, sir. Hey, what's up, Haraj? Hey, good luck. All right, I might buy a little bit here. This is a huge range, though, so I'm going to buy like 5 shares, just in case we start to rip. We'll add some more on the pullback. We'll take small enough sizing now to where we can add on the pullback if it does rip it. If it doesn't, then, we'll still have some to take advantage of, I think. Well, no, I'm not, listen, to put it into perspective, I'm not buying just because other people are telling me to. The only person no offense to anybody else, but the only person I'm really listening to is Pawn. Pawn's a long-term member. He's been here for months, if not longer than that. And what he said is probably accurate. He said you should be trading in pre-market. Your accuracy is like 80 to 90% in pre-market. And I think he's right. Like I am pretty accurate in pre-market. Like the dip buys that I choose in pre-market usually work. Now, not always. I don't want you guys copying me. Please do not copy me. I don't want you guys to. Not investment professionals. Some of these might just crash and I might lose. Can't guarantee anything's going to work like that. But I think he's probably right. I should start poking around a little bit more in pre-market. So we're going to take small sizing and just see what happens. And DPW, we're up $1 so far. So we'll see. Yeah, that is MG. I don't really know if I want to tell people. I mean, she's 11 and a half. But yeah, I'm almost to my mid-30s. I know I don't look like it, but good genes over here. But yeah, I'm in my 30s. Right. Hey, what's up, Ralph? Hey, good morning, bro. Do you even trade, or do you just want to get views on YouTube and talk because I don't see you taking any trades? Don't buy people. Yeah, I never trade, bro. I just sit here. Never take any trades whatsoever. I just sit here. Come on now, bro. Of course I trade. We're day trading. We're just looking at stocks right now. But we day trade. So we wait until the opening bell most of the time to actively trade. And we trade a $30,000 account with no PDT rule. We trade a bigger account than most of the people you watch on YouTube. They're just pretending a lot of the time. Not all of them, of course. And we got a lot of YouTubers that we respect and support. But like we trade a larger account than most of the people you watch, probably. So, just to be real. Do you even trade, bro? I'm your favorite trader's favorite trader. I'm your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. I'm your favorite trader's favorite trader. A last of a dying breed. Anyways. Bro, try to sell Prague once market opens. I don't want to hear your thoughts. Spoken like a true Aquarius. I know. That's me. I look 50. Do I really look 50, guys? I mean, I don't think I do, but like, I think somebody's just trying to be mean. But hey, do I really look 50 over here, bro? I don't think I do, but I could, I guess. I don't know. 50? I don't know. I might look like 40, because I just woke up. But like 50? Like I know my hairline's receding, but like, damn, 49-ish. Right. I would give myself like 48 and a half, but damn. Over 100, I know. You see that? It's like, I get it, I'm old, but like 50, bro? Like 50? Y'all think I look 50? Damn, dude. 50's old, bro. No offense. Listen, I love you all 50-year-olds here. I appreciate you guys. I'll be 50 one day, but not now. All right, well, we got to move up. I'm going to add a little bit more to this lgbn trade like I talked about. All right, so we're in 10 shares now, but adding back to this 1250 support level. Let me cash app you. Yeah, I don't even have any gray, but the gray's definitely coming, bro. I thought you were like 13 with a fake beard. Hey, the gray's definitely coming. Like I'm at the age now where I'll have some gray within the next like 2 years, probably. You know what I mean? So we'll get the gray. The gray's coming. I'm gonna be just for minute it up once I start having gray hair. I'm not having gray hair yet, but you better believe. Once I see one even speck of gray hair, dude, I'm gonna go to Walgreens. I'm gonna buy some Just for Men, and I'm just gonna be dark brown hair, John. Y'all better believe. Hold on, I'm out of music. My bad, guys. Let me find my music again. All right, hey, we got the move up. Yeah, young pup, eh? The gray's coming, that's for sure. But not today. Yeah, for sure. Bro, YouTube's so confusing. I got half the people here that are like, yeah, bro, you look like you're 25. And then I got the other half people that said, to be honest, you look 50. 50, bro? Damn. I gotta go grab some Just for Men right now. Like right now. I need to go grab it, having an internal panic. Yeah. Thank you, Wendy. You look 32. Well, pretty close. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I remember when my dad taught me how to drive. It was not a good experience. I learned to drive on it was a 96 Mitsubishi Eclipse 5-speed. And my dad was trying to teach me how to back up. And I literally peeled out backing up in my driveway. I had huge tire marks in my driveway for like 3 years. Literally tire marks in my driveway. My dad almost had a heart attack just freaking out, Yeah, I'm mostly time joking. No, I'm not using the use stock trade. No, you're probably pretty right. They say you don't get old until you start acting old, Bob. So if I act 12, hey, cheers to you guys. I was surprised how old your kids were. Prog dead? Prog's just down, you know. I don't know if I'd call it dead, but it's down, that's for sure. lgbn hit 38 for sure. I dreamed it. I will see. You recommend any organic shampoo? No. The only shampoo I use Head and Shoulders because I've got dandruff and dry skin. And so that's the only shampoo I use is Head and Shoulders. So organic shampoo, I don't know. They say Head and Shoulders is really bad for you, but I use it anyway. It is what it is. I got really dry skin, to be honest. GTech. Guys, look at GTech. GTech's popping up. Let's see what the catalyst is for this. This is a big move. GTech's up to 680s. Greenland Technologies is GTech. GTech is Greenland Technologies. It saw 40% revenue growth in the third quarter, and this dropped on the 11th, though. They highlighted the launch of their second electric industrial vehicle line, the GEL 1800 front loader. So they highlighted a new launch of a vehicle, of their new industrial vehicle line, the GEL 1800 front loader, and that is causing GTech to rip up. The float seems to be pretty small at 4 million in the float, so a very small float here. We'll see what happens. All right, tips and trips. So could you please recommend the best offshore brokerage to counter the PDT rule? Yeah, I'm going to give you an answer that you probably didn't expect, though. You don't need an offshore brokerage. If you are in the US and you trade a cash account, there is no PDT rule. You don't need to go overseas. You're going to lose so much edge. Listen, just please listen. I've done it all before. Like, I've traded overseas. I've traded in the US. I trade on a TOS account. Even before I had $30,000 in my account, even before that, I traded on TOS with like 7,000 because there is no PDT rule if you have a cash account. The PDT rule, if you look it up, specifically applies to margin accounts only. And so you need a margin account for two reasons. If you need instant settlement and you want to short. If you don't need to short, you should not be using a margin account unless, I don't know. The reality of it is, if you have like $5,000, for instance, there is no PDT rule with a cash account. You can sign up for TD Ameritrade and day trade as much as you want, as long as you have the equity for it. But you don't need a margin account. You can trade with a cash account with 5K. And the way you do it is that it takes 2 days for your funds to settle. One thing a margin account does is it settles your funds instantly. If you spend 1,000 shares of a $1 stock and spend $1,000 and then sell that, you get that equity put back into your account immediately in a margin account, as opposed to a cash account where you have to wait 2 days for your funds to settle. There's a rule called the T2 rule, which means that you have to wait 2 days for your funds to settle in a cash account, basically. But the way you counter that is you use half of your equity one day, half of your equity the next. And so if you've got $6,000 in your account, use 3K one day, 3K the next, 3K one day, 3K the next. And that way use 3K one day. By the time the next day rolls around, your funds from the first day are settled. And so you can go 3K one day, 3K the next, 3K one day, 3K the next. And if you're trading penny stocks, $3,000 a day is plenty. It's plenty. Like, you can get into 50, 60 day trades a week with 3K per day. The problem with overseas brokerages is that you're going to have to pay commissions, and commissions, like, you're going to lose 20, 30% of your money. You're going to lose 20 to 30% of your gains every single trade because you're giving that away to commissions. You're having to pay all these commissions, and it's just not worth it. Like, most people are going to be much better suited towards trading a cash account on a zero commission brokerage like TOS. That way you can trade small and you have no commissions and there's no PDT rule. And so that's what most people want to do in that situation. Anyways. Yeah, I can make 150 a day with my 5K account. A lot of people can, bro. And that's what most people want to do. That's what I did. You just use half of your equity one day, half of your equity the next. And it's plenty. You just manage your equity responsibly and you'll be able to, you'll be fine. Anyways, G-Tech ripping up to 760s. We do have lgbn pulling back to 1250s here. We've got DPW up to 207, so it looks like that trade is going okay, but we're losing on the lgbn trade, so we'll give it some time though. Like I said, this lgbn trade is a pullback trade. We just want to see if we bounce here, and so we'll add down to these levels, and hopefully we'll get a bounce. mRNA. Prog breaking lows down to 4. We'll see if it bounces there. mRNA is at 260s for mRNA. So mRNA is flying up here. Moderna, we have Clove, which is trying as well, but not really that good. All right, we got AMC at right around $40 a share, right around 40 bucks. What's up, Paul? Hey, good morning, bro. I'm trying to think of, do you think I should add some more to this lgbn trade? I could. Entry is 1330, so my entry is way up here. So I think I'm just going to wait. Like, I can let it roll and not really worry about it too much, but I think I'm just going to wait. Yeah, Carol's telling Jack to put on a jacket right now. G-Tech, still trying here. What's up, Chris? Hey, good morning. I trade Tuesday and Friday with 3K account. Yeah, for sure. And that's the way you do it. You're going to get way more day trades per week with a cash account by just managing your equity than you will with a margin account where you can only really trade 3 times a week. It's just not worth it. G-Tech does have news. Yeah, I saw G-Tech's news. G-Tech's news is they launched their second electric industrial vehicle line. All right, maybe I should have added there like I wanted. We'll add a little bit more here. 15 shares. WEJO. All right, we're in 100 shares of DPW now. Hey, what's up, Christian? Hey, good morning, bro. WEJO is pretty light in volume terms. G-Tech, look at a few of these are moving. Shopify going kind of crazy. INTU, pretty big. Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree with you, Euro, to be honest here, bro. I mostly agree with you. I think that there's a lot of stocks that people get stuck holding because they buy it at too high of levels and they don't cut their losses. And so they just kind of get stuck holding these stocks, and that influences their bias in favor, or, most of the time in favor of the stock. So they just have a little bit unrealistic expectations for it because they're down, and, and they want certain things to happen. So that's their bias, is they think what they want to happen is going to happen. Yeah, he is silver. G-Tech up there to 780, 790. Very small float for G-Tech as well. All right, so we're actually up in both of these positions now. We are up nicely in lgbn. Oh crap, I just bought more. Oh no, I just accidentally bought more of this. I was trying to take some off here. Ooh, that's not gonna be good. Maybe it is, but I'm in 23 shares. I might as well make it 25, but that is not what I wanted to do here. All right, we're in 25. Not what I wanted to do there, unfortunately. Oof. Wish me luck, guys. That's not what I wanted to do at all here. I mean, we're nicely green here, but that's not what I wanted to do. Ugh, frustrating. We'll have to get out half of this one if it sets up nicely. Hopefully. I just want to see it bounce at 13, hopefully, at least. We're in twice the sizing we originally wanted. Yeah, I gotta watch my buttons, Chris. I've seen ooh, nice. All right, so we're gonna take that off here. So that actually worked. Good. I'm gonna take a little bit off of DPW as well here. But we're in 12 shares now. Got out a little bit more, holding 6 shares. And this is probably what pawn meant, was that I'm green in a large majority of my pre-market trades. They're little scalps in pre-market, but like they've been working. What's up, T? What's your opinion on Bitcoin, Texas? Are you calling me Texas? If you're gonna call me Texas, can you just call me Tex? You know? Yeah. What's up, Dan? All right, well, we're green in the 2 trades I got into, so maybe pawn was right. I should be taking these trades probably more often if I'm that green, which you're probably right, pawn. I'll have to go back and study what kind of we're gonna get out there. I should go back and study what kind of consistency I show with some of these. GTEC's still bouncing up, so GTEC still looks good. Big text deal. All right, I'll accept that. All right. All right, guys, let's look at some of these copy traders. All right. Let's look at some of these copy traders. Look at this person. He's only 90. I want to see somebody with a lot of transactions, but I want to skip past. This is my new strategy. It's like I want to see somebody that's been here for a long time. And so we're going to look at cumulative return. And I want to see somebody that is very green. We'll come back to that. But look at DPW still trying to break highs. Looks like me getting out of lgbn right there was the right move. And then we got DPW up there to 209s at highs. So that looks pretty solid. Some of these people are really, really profitable. Wow. You know, to be honest, I think some of the most reasonable trades that people get involved with are people like this. Like, look at this person here. This person here is only up about 40%. But like 40% and 103 days is really good. They've been on this platform for a long time. And so I think there's like safer money on copy trading. Like, look at this person, right? They've been here for over 100 days. So they've been here for over 3 months. And look at their green trades. Like, they're not sitting on any losses, which is very good. They've been here for a long time. And look at this green. Like, look at this green. It's reasonable. It's not huge. They do have some losing streaks in there, which is normal. But they go long and short on everything. And they're just very consistent. Honestly, I'm going to follow this person. Like 100%. I'm going to follow this person. They don't have they don't trade super actively either. But I'm probably going to follow this person. I think they're reasonable. They made 41% in the last 3 weeks, $3,400 in profit. And so I'm going to follow them, and I can follow them with a 1-to-1 ratio because I think they're pretty reasonable. So we're going to do that. And that's one of the cool things about crypto. And so we go ahead and got that set. We're also looking in the spot here. But pretty reasonable. And if anybody wants to check out BitGet and follow people like that, you copy them trade for trade. Again, what I recommend you guys do if you're looking for copy traders is you look for traders that have been on the platform for a long time and have been trading for a long time. Like, that's really the things that's going to help you make the most. Right, exactly, Andrew. Very profitable. And so I think looking for the traders that have been there the longest is going to be the right move, because those are the traders that have stayed in the game. There's a lot of these copy traders that make big money and then they lose and then they leave and they'll create another account or whatever. Finding the people that have had the longest run is going to be the most consistent traders. It's going to be the ones that have survived the longest. And so that's what I'm doing. You can also short and go long. You can trade crypto futures. If you didn't know that about BitGet, if I go to futures here, USDT futures, I can short, I can go long in crypto. I can do whatever I want. I can short Bitcoin. I can go long on Bitcoin with up to 125 times leverage. You can also be a copy trader and earn money that way. You can paper trade. You can, paper trade with simulation. You can go to crypto. And then buying crypto is super easy. You just go to this top right and you say, hey, I want to buy $300 worth of Bitcoin using a bank transfer or Google Pay or MasterCard. Really easy. So if you want to check that out, guys, I'll post this link. They are a sponsor of our video, but really dope platform. Kind of a new age form of investing. You can see which traders are the most profitable and then copy them trade for trade. PHUN. All right, we're still on DPW. Look at GTech rip here. PHUN. Yeah, PHUN just flew up. Let's see what the catalyst is. And again, let's look at this previous closing price to see if we hold over that level. That is BitGet, Sasha. The link is literally right above your name. It's a platform called BitGet. It also allows US users, which is one of the best parts. Like, a lot of these crypto futures platforms, they'll allow you to use them, but they don't allow US users to get verified. And so you can use them, but you got to need a VPN and all that stuff. BitGet doesn't need any of that. BitGet actually has gone through the necessary steps to allow US users to get verified with KYC verification, which is the universal standard. And so, dope platform that does allow US users. PHUN usually runs with DWAC. So let's see if DWAC is going up. I got to watch DPW. DWAC is not going up with it. But we got to watch DPW because we're in that one as well. Hey, what's up, Manifest? I don't know, Saucy. It depends on your clarification of that. You know what I mean? Or not, it depends on your analysis of it. I can't say whether it is or not. I don't know. EV is hot right now. Yeah, for sure. Tips, 100%. All right, guys. So a lot of people are watching PHUN to see if it holds over this previous closing price, right around 350. 350 is the previous closing price. A lot of people are watching to see if we hold over that level. So a lot of people are kind of sitting, waiting, watching to see if we hold over that previous closing price level. And who knows if we will or not, but that's what everybody's kind of waiting on here. Um, how do you feel about CEI? CEI is interesting, I think. It's just the problem with it is that the range is so small. But we're watching it. Let's see if it holds over 120. Right, maybe Tesla. What's up, GME? Oh, we can look at Tesla. What's Tesla doing? There's lgbn is bouncing, guys. So lgbn is bouncing. We're at 1100 for Tesla. Look at lgbn, guys. lgbn is bouncing here. Yeah, maybe we'll buy a little bit more. Honestly, I wonder if I could be an active pre-market trader. What do you guys think? Honestly, I am pretty accurate in pre-market. I will tell you that. Pawn's right. Like, I am green a large majority of my pre-market trades, especially lately. Like, the dip buys I've been getting involved with have worked really, really well lately. So maybe I should trade dip buys and pre-market a little bit more. And AKD really wants me to buy another 50K. I just may. I go hang by the bay. What do you say? Today? If you know the reference, you know. NAKD down to 65 cents. We'll see what happens. DPW down to 205. We are holding a little bitty position here in this one. If it breaks under 205, we'll get out. GRCO. Yeah, G-Tech, we're watching to see $8. See if $8 holds here for G-Tech. That's what a lot of people are watching. Yeah, you are. I'm making bank with your pre-market calls research. Hey, thank you, Aldrin. I appreciate it. Yeah, for sure, Bob. I think that's probably a good move. All right, G-Tech bouncing at 8. I'm kind of tempted to buy a little bit of G-Tech here. The range is small, so we'll buy like 5 shares just to test it, test the waters real quick. All right. All right, we're in a little bit of G-Tech here. All right, guys. So, oh man, I didn't even see G-Tech drop. Maybe we could add some more. I don't know what we want to do with this yet. We're only down $1.50, so it's way smaller. So we want to add at that $5 level anyway. So let's buy a little bit more at this pullback here. Now we're at 10. The goal is to add down to $8. If it breaks under 8, we'll get out. Kind of building up a little scalping cushion in early is what we're kind of doing here. See if we get a bounce here. All right, so we bought at 10 shares. We're really close to break even. What do you guys think? Anything else that I'm missing right now? All right, there goes lgbn spiking up. It's at 1350s. 1350s for lgbn. I do want to thank you guys. We have almost 400 downloads for the Squeeze app, so we're kind of edging closer to 1,000. Once we break 1,000, Android pays a little bit more attention to the app, and so download the Squeeze app if you have an Android. I will work on the Mac version, the Apple version this weekend, and try to get it out for next week. Wish me luck. I might have to buy a Mac Mini to do so, but that's all right. But yeah, there's the link if you want to check it out. Yeah, 1320s broke for lgbn. Looks good. Make sure to hit the like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button. We're edging closer towards we've been edging closer towards the $76,000 or 76,000 subscriber level. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. We do this live for free every single day right here on YouTube. So if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Let's run those likes up. Again, guys, what we do here, like we got some haters this morning, but in the end, like we don't claim to be an expert. I don't claim to be a guru. We don't sell courses. We don't sell services. We don't even act like good traders. We just give everything away for free. And if you appreciate that, hit the subscribe button. We try to just build a free trading community where we're not trying to upsell you anything. We're just kind of giving away everything for free. And so hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you appreciate stuff like that, because that's what we do here. Like I said, even the app, even the Squeeze app, which gives you free detailed short flow data and information. Like this is the Squeeze app. I can look up anything here. I can look up GTech. It'll tell me what the data is on GTech. GTech's got a 4.5 million float, a 1% short float, 20% short volume ratio today. No buy, hold, or sell ratings that we see. Volume of 68.2 thousand, short volume of 13.8K today. Market cap of almost 60 million. Float 4.5 million and about 0.4% institutionally owned. And you can get all this data for free on this app, completely free. We don't charge a penny for any of it. Look at Rivian, guys. Rivian's been gapping up really nicely today as well. It's up to 128.20s here. So Rivian's been looking pretty solid also. Yeah, PHUN. Wow, PHUN is flying up, guys. Yeah, PHUN is moving. Wow. So yeah, guys, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you haven't already. Let's keep growing. Yeah, looking fun. Whoa. Wow. All right, PHUN is flying up. Wow. Yeah, usually DWAC will follow it up some, but I haven't seen that. Dude, I lost my freaking StreamYard thing, man. Where's StreamYard, bro? I lost it. This is the problem. This is only a problem that happens when you have way too many freaking monitors, bro. All right, there's the Squeeze app. We got that. There's the crypto. Okay, we got that. Where's the StreamYard? Oh, StreamYard's here. I found it. Okay, good. All right, guys. So for LGVN, we are still slightly break even. Maybe we'll add a little bit more. I like the bounce level here for LGVN, though. I really do. Let's see if we hold here. Let's see if PHUN pulls back to 370s. Maybe we'll buy some of that if it does. What do you guys think? What are you guys watching right now? Yeah, I see PHUN running up on that. Craziness. 100,000 in 2022. Yes, sir. We're definitely hitting 100K in 22. Definitely. My guess is by the end of the year, we'll be about 80. 85,000. We'll get 15K easily within the first few months, hopefully. If you guys can help me at least, y'all hit that subscribe button. All right, we're gonna add one more position to this. One more. No fill. All right, we're in with 15 shares. One more position. 820 is our average. So our average is right here. PHUN starting to rip. Like I said, if it dipped, we'd buy some. Hey, what's up, Harsh? Hey, good morning, brother. Okay, I see you. Okay, what's Prague doing? Prague falling. Hey, what's up, Michael? MMAT today? Hey, thank you, Richie. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, dude. All right, there's 820, so we're break even now on G-Tech. All right, and if this trade works out for me, we're going to start being more active in pre-market for sure. Like if this trade works out for me, we're going to start being more active because I've been hitting the balances pretty solid on a lot of these gappers. It is also dependent on the market in general, but like, we've been pretty good with these dips. Voso changed to that. Okay. Okay, I see. It changed to, what's it called now? WEJO. It's a little bit light in terms of volume right now. Look at PHUN still testing highs, guys, up to $4 here. $4 for PHUN. Yeah, that's pretty solid action for sure. We've also been doing pretty good on Top Step futures, guys. So we have been making money in Top Step too. We got our account refreshed accidentally when we weren't paying attention to it, which is usually what happens with Top Step. I just don't pay a ton of attention to it because I don't need to. I trade a $30,000 account. So, I mean, I don't need to use Top Step, to be honest here. But we're edging closer here. We're doing okay. Like we're heading up. This is the P&L. I'll show you. PHUN dipping down some. Like if we're looking at this week, this is our stats on the futures market. And this is what I'm saying. I use the same exact scalping strategies in futures that I do in stocks. The same exact ones. Like look. This is my stats over the last week on futures. We use the same scalping strategies in stocks and futures. Same exact thing. 73% accuracy, but 20% of that is break-even trades. The more impressive thing is that if you look at my trade history, it's very similar to my scalping. Like, look at this. Like, this is all my P&L, my green. This is all my wow. It's honestly way more impressive than I originally thought. The only reason my accuracy is that skewed is because... the only reason my accuracy is that skewed is because of a few break-even trades. But like, look at this. This is my actual results. And so you can see here, the only losing trade I've had over the last few weeks, over the last few days is one here. This is the only loss. Everything else is green. Look at this. Green, 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 green. So everything else is green. And it's the same scalping strategies. On Top Step. So we're going to try to get funded. We still got a ways to go, but we're going to try to get funded. PHUN is up to 407s. 407s. Huge rips for PHUN in pre-market today. Big movement. Guys, let's see what happens here. What do you guys think PHUN is going to do? Let me know. All right, well, good luck with that pawn. I don't know. Muhammad, we'll see, brother. I'm not sure, bro. Yeah, you as well, Beach Bomb. Thank you, brother. All right, we got PHU went up to 417s. We're watching that. Whatever happened to Mo? It's been a while since I've seen him. All right, PHUN is ripping up. It's at 420s, 425s. Why don't you trade big position? It's pre-market right now. We trade bigger size at the opening bell. Right now it's pre-market, so we're just kind of poking around. We don't need to trade. Yeah, I feel you. All right, so we're getting this dip in G-Tech here. Of course, not really what we wanted, but we're going to let it test the VWAP and see if it continues up. The big problem, to be honest, is PHUN. You know, PHUN rolling in here will bring a lot of attention towards that, and people will stop watching G-Tech. You know, the money will flow from one ticker symbol to the other, and so it'll flow from G-Tech to LGVN, and from LGVN to PHUN, and then from PHUN back to LGVN, and so forth and so on. And so the money will kind of flow back and forth between these symbols. And so, you know, when you're in one stock, that's like the big mover of the day, and then you get another stock start to take off. Sometimes it'll bring some of that volume away from it, which is fine. I want PHUN to do well. I do. But, you know, hopefully G-Tech continues as well. What, for parent-teacher conferences? Carol does. I mean, I go sometimes, but like I work. And so, you know, Carol kind of steps up and does that type of stuff. Yeah, I mean, I trade bigger positions. Like I'll put it into perspective. The last few days after the opening bell, I have probably traded $100,000+ in equity. Like yesterday, the day before that, probably about 100,000 maybe in equity that I spent on those trades. And so we're trading. Don't get it twisted. Like we're trading. You know, P&L is different. But like in terms of the equity we're spending, like we're trading fairly large. Like buying 100 shares of Apple is not cheap, you know. But we're day trading, so it's different. It's not going to look as big as if I'm investing that much into any position. We ended green yesterday, William. We made like $50-$60 or something like that, I think. Pretty sure. All right, so we're back to green for G-Tech here. PHUN hitting that 425 level. We'll see what happens there. We also have LGVN starting to head back up. It's at 1325s. Yeah, and the problem is that a lot of people that are claiming to make these huge gains, they're really not. Like that's the problem with YouTube, is that you got people that claim to make all this different stuff, and like a lot of them are just marketing. Like a lot of them are just full of it. They're not actually trading like that. They're just kind of pretending to, so that they can grow a following. You know what I mean? Do you also get mailed? So we get a 1099, Michael. So we get 1099s. Any major U.S. brokerage is going to give you a 1099. And when you pay taxes, you got to give that to your tax guy. That's what I did, at least. Mine was like 40 pages long for last year. But yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Is CEI merging with Viking Energy? I didn't hear that. Is it? I'm not sure. All right, we got PHUN pulling back. Let's see if we bounce at $4. Maybe I'll buy some of this if it does. $4 pullback could be interesting. We'll buy a little bit now just to test the waters here. 25 shares just to test the waters. We'll add down to 4 and then we'll stop. We're not going to take huge size, but just a little baby position to see what happens. DWAC is spiking good. I figured it would spike with PHUN. Usually they move together. We just add a little bit more. We're on 50 shares currently of PHUN 50. All right, we're break even on fun. We're slightly green on GTech. Oh, I saw a big drop in PHUN and then a big rebound here. What happened? Kind of volatile. We'll see. Kind of like it a little bit more now that it put in that big down wick. That means some buying pressure came in. We're going to add a little bit more to this. All right, we're in 75 shares of PHUN right now. Hopefully DWAC runs up. It's going to be a lot of it's going to be dependent on what DWAC does. So we'll wait. All right, there's the nice rip up in GTech. I think I got to take a little bit larger sizing. With all that said, I think I should probably, if I can be green most of pre-market, then we should probably scale up our size to a certain extent here. 40s, 45s. We just got out of some there. One GTech. What's up, Connie? At least 100 shares, yeah, probably. CEI is, quote, claiming to use Viking Energy's technology. Overall, CEI only has a 5 million contract from a Canadian government on carbon capture. I look at time and sales sometimes. Not really something I look at regularly, to be honest. I took a little bit off here for PHUN. A little bit more. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, thank you, Pawn, because you were right, bro. You know, you were right, dude. We are green in a large majority of our pre-market trades. You know. We should get out there, and we're holding the last one. We're holding GTech here, just a little baby trade. We're just poking around, and again, this is a kind of a test to see if I should start scaling up in pre-market, because you know we haven't lost in pre-market yet, and they're all small gains. So because these are more of experiments right now, then you know I've never really tested myself in pre-market like that. Like I've never actively traded in pre-market, so it's going to be one of those things where I kind of have to learn the right way to approach it. But so far so good, no losses yet. And you know, Pawn, I thank you, bro, because we're pretty good right now. We're doing pretty well. You know, we haven't lost, you know. I've been back holding 3,000 shares of PHUN at 430s. Please get over that. All right, DWAC is dumping down some, so we'll see what happens with PHUN now. Hey, nice, Ali. Yeah, it might be something I start doing too. This guy on another page is saying ANC is junk and will never fly. It trades sideways and everybody will lose their money. Hope he is wrong. All right, so in terms of AMC, Connie, I'll give you a little bit more unbiased perspective, okay? Okay, let me, and all I ask is that whoever's listening to this, regardless of whether you like AMC or not, just humor me and just listen. You know, I'm not against AMC. But a lot of people go around saying AMC is a short squeeze play when the short float in terms of like big parabolic short squeezes is not ridiculously high. If we look at AMC, short float is 19%, which is high, don't get me wrong, but is it crazy parabolic short squeeze high? No, not really. The other bad thing about AMC, if we're being objective about it, is that the float is 500 plus million, so it's not a small float stock whatsoever. At the same time, though, traders are holding a lot of the float. And so the apes are holding a lot of the float. And in turn, this is more likely going to make big rips, not because of a short squeeze necessarily, but more so because it's got a huge following and a ton of traders in the float, right? And so because of that, I think AMC has the chance to make big moves up, but it could also not. But at the same time, though, if we're looking at it from a longer term, objectively here, AMC has done incredibly well over the last year. It's held most of the gains it's made as well. This is a 4-year chart. AMC back in early of this year was at $1.91. It's currently at $40+ a share. $40+ a share. And so in the end, if you look at it short term, nothing's going to go straight up. Nothing will go straight up. If we look at a 30-minute chart, does it look great? Not necessarily. But if you look at a 4-hour chart, it starts to look even better. And the more you zoom out, the better it ultimately looks. There's a 4-hour chart. Here's a daily chart. And so it's actually pretty green on the last year. Now, at the same time, though, does that mean it's going to keep going up? No. But I think that just based off of the sheer amount of traders that follow AMC, based off of the sizing of the ape community, AMC could make big rips. It could. I think that when it runs, it could run big. Now, it also might not, but it's holding its gains. And that's the biggest thing. Sideways is a good thing. The only people that say sideways is not a good thing are people that just hate AMC to begin with. But the reality of it is it's holding its gains fairly well. Same thing with GameStop. And I used to be a GameStop hater, but they're holding their gains. And that's all you can really ask for when a stock makes a big move up like that. And so in the end, that's kind of my general opinion on AMC. I don't think it's bad. I think I think it's a huge short squeeze play? No. Do I think it's going to hit $10,000 a share? No. But I think it's holding its gains. And so that's all you can really ask for. And one thing I've also noticed is that my exits are usually pretty spot on. I got out of PHUN and look at PHUN dip. And so my exits are usually pretty right. All right, so here's another test for GTech here. And we're up about $20 today, so not too bad for pre-market trading. We're just building up a cushion that we can swing into, which is what you want. It's what you want. John, check out Citibank price evaluation on Wednesday of AMC. That put the price of AMC at 6. Yeah, I don't really trust a lot of those analyst ratings, though. And the big reason because there's a lot of bias that are in those ratings. The company's holding short, so they're going to downgrade it. If they're holding long, they're going to upgrade it. You know what I mean? And that's just kind of how it is. So they're basically just telling you what they want to happen. No, that's not true. Heartless. I've been trading for 5 years and I still make that mistake pretty regularly. At least one, I make some type of entry mistake pretty regularly, and I'm sure most traders do. It happens. It's not something that, is the end of the world. Hey, for sure, Charles. Congrats, bro. Our son is a baby genius, though. Crazy. Honestly, my son was. I don't know if he was a baby genius, but my son has ADD. And I've told this story before. People get weird sometimes about it, but my son has ADD. And so originally when my son was younger, when my son was 6 or 5 or 6, we wanted to get him tested for autism just to be safe, because we noticed some kind of behavioral things with him. So we brought him to choking on something. But we brought him to one of those child psychologists, and they did the autism spectrum test, and it came back very negative. He definitely does not have autism. The tester said that he came up to her and introduced himself and went and played with toys, which is just something that kids with autism don't do. But they did say that he had ADD and ADHD combined presentation, which means that he has both of them. He has ADD, so he's trouble paying attention, and then ADHD, so he's hyperactive as well, which kind of made more sense. But they also did an IQ test when he was there, and he got like 125 on this IQ test. And they also said that it was understated because he has trouble paying attention. So he didn't even finish the test. And so he kind of ran off doing something else. But just what he had finished gave him an IQ of 125. And so they think it's probably higher than that. So Jack is, I don't know if he's a genius, but he's close, which is dope. Happy for him. He's really good at math too. Since he was little, he could answer more complex problems than most kids in math. And I have really bad ADD, ADHD as well, so it's it's probably genetic. All right, so we got GTech here. It's just kind of consolidating. We got DPW. It's over 2. I see that, Shannon. So yeah, we're watching DPW. I traded it a little bit today so far, but we slowed down on trading it once it's slowed down too. PHUN is right around $4. Let's see if it actually bounces there or not. So we'll see. Yeah, I did an IQ test when I was a kid. I don't know if they're necessarily good. It kind of creates a lot of pressure. I remember I got one when I was a kid, and it was like 130 or something like that. And they wanted to put me in magnet or magnet classes. But I had trouble making friends as a child anyway, and so they didn't because they thought it would be harder for me to make friends or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, it happens, All right, so we're getting a dip here. The question is, do I want to stay in GTech or not? We're slightly down on it already. This will be our first losing trade in pre-market, but luckily we're still very green on the day. If we got out here, at least for GTech. But I think I want to let it test $8, and I think I'm going to use $8 as kind of the level at which I use to influence whether I stay in or out of the position. And so right now we're at 808. If we break significantly under $8 a share, I'll just get out, and that's okay. No stress either way. Not a big deal. Very small position, and it'll be our first losing trade today with at least 4 other green trades. So that would give us an accuracy rate today. If this is a losing trade and we've had 5 trades and 4 of them were green, we'd have 80% accuracy, which is acceptable for sure. Apple starting to bounce up as well. DPW, we'll see. lgbn is over 12s, and then we've got PHUN at 4. So we'll see if we bounce at 4 as well. We're watching that too. Let me know what you're watching today, guys. And also, be sure to vote on the poll right now. Vote on the poll. The question is, do you think lgbn hits $15 today? 600 plus people have voted on it. 59% think yes, 41% think no. Let me know what your thoughts on that are, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, for sure, Adam. That's probably what they were thinking too. All right, so we're under 8. That was the level we talked about. We'll give it 1 second here. We'll let it test. Back over 8. That's good. Like I said, that's why we gotta wait. It's some people set their stop losses like right under these levels, but usually, in my opinion, you're gonna just get faked out a ton. So like I like to set them reasonably below where I'm really looking at. So if I'm looking at $8, I'll make the stop loss like $7.90 or something like that. That way I don't get faked out with just little tight little drops like that. SPY's starting to head back up, and PHUN did bounce at $4, the level we talked about. All right, so this might be a little bit more time to get out. We're at 96s. We'll let it test. Very close to exiting this one. Yeah. Come on, feel me. Okay. All right, we're out. $2 loss on that trade. Very small. Smaller than any of the wins we made, too. So we're doing pretty good. We're still about 15 on the day. Yeah, PHUN did bounce at 4. Hey, that's dope, Juan. Happy for you, brother. That's great. Yeah, for sure, Adam. I'm sure it probably is. Hey, nice, William. Hey, what's up, William's dad? Cheers to you guys. Hope you guys are having a good morning over here. All right, we got DPW back over the VWAP area. So DPW is back over the VWAP. It's at 205s. PHUN is over 4s, and then lgbn is dipping down to 1180s. So we'll see what happens, guys. Nah, it's all right, Chris. What's up, Juan? Other Juan number 2. Yeah, the biggest sign, the biggest way to profit in the market, guys, is the ability to cut losses. You know, like a lot of people don't understand, and a lot of people underestimate how important the skill of cutting losses is in trading. If you get stubborn and you refuse to accept a loss, you're going to have a much bigger loss on your hands. And so what you want to do is you want to condition yourself through repetition to be really, really, really good at cutting losses, regardless of what niche of trading you're in, whether you're in day trading or swing trading or investing. I would say there's 3 major skills that are the most important skills to have in any type of trading. Like I said, the first one is your ability to cut losses. If you can get good at cutting losses, you could be profitable. You know, it's easy to find profitable strategies. It really is. What is not easy to do is cut losses. And so if you can get really good at cutting losses, you're going to have a huge edge over most other traders. That's the first skill. The second one is your ability to calculate risk reward and analyze range. All right. So every time you enter a trade, you need to build a full trading plan prior to getting into that position. That way, you know where you're going to get in, you know where you're going to get out, you know where your stop loss or risk level is, you know where you're going to take profit, how you're going to take profit, all of that. And so you should have a full detailed trading plan before you get into the trade. And the reason for that is easy. The reason why you should have that is simple, because it's going to help you stay less emotional in that position. You know, if you know exactly what you're supposed to do in that trade, you're not going to be as emotional. Why? Because you know exactly what you're going to do. There's no unknown. Unknown is what causes emotions. You know, stress of the unknown causes emotions. And so if you can build a full trading plan, there is no unknown. You know exactly what you're going to do regardless of what happens. If it goes up, you know where you're going to take profit. If it drops on you, you know where you're going to get out. And having that plan in your head is going to help you follow it like an instruction book and have less emotions in your trade. Those are the biggest skills you can have in trading. If you can master those 3 things, analyzing range so you don't trade too large, calculating risk reward, and cutting losses. Those 3 skills can help you be a better trader. And if you're new, those are the 3 skills you want to work on, regardless of how you're trading, whether it's swing trading, investing, whatever. Don't ever buy something just because it looks good. Analyze it first. Figure out where you're going to get in, where you're going to get out, where your stop loss is, what the major levels are on that specific chart, and then just follow those. It's going to be a lot easier trading. Yeah, harsh. Yeah, looks like son is way ahead of dad. I mean, like I said, I remember getting my IQ test. Mine was 130. But he's definitely better at math than I was as a child. Hey, thank you, Sonny. I appreciate you, bro. Learn to take profit. Yeah, for sure. I don't know, Jay. I don't know. I don't want to say hey, and then I don't want to say yes, and then it rips up, and I don't want to say no because then it could just crash on you. So I'm just gonna not tell anybody to do anything. You know. Yeah, for sure, Christian. Yeah, the other thing I'll do VWAP is like if I'm wrong about a position, like I'll put it this way. If I cut losses, I can always get back in it. And that's why commissions is such a hard thing to get over. Like a lot of people want to go to an overseas brokerage, but like commissions are so difficult to counter, right? Because even if you're really profitable, say you're making big percentages, you're still giving up 20% of those profits just to commissions. And so the good thing that zero commission lets me do is that it lets me get right back in if I'm wrong. Like if I get stopped out or scared out of a position and I think it's still going to go up, I'll jump right back in it. You know what I mean? Like I don't mind jumping right back into a position I just exited. There's nothing wrong with that. And honestly, some of my best trades are doing that because that's what it takes sometimes to kind of get in the right mental state, if that makes sense. And so the best thing you can do is cut your losses. That's going to help you. But also trade on a platform with zero commissions. That's going to help you. What would be the function to apply to the graph to get the price range? Is there a function? Well, yeah, you really just look at the highs and lows, right? So DPW, if we're looking at in pre-market, DPW highs are 210, lows are 177. And so, we have, let's see, that would be 23 plus 8. So that would be 31. So we have a 31-cent range for DPW. So we know we have a 31-cent range, which is a pretty small range, which means that for me personally, at least, if I'm going to trade DPW, I can scale up in size because it has a pretty tight, small range. Now, if it had a $3 range, then I'm going to scale down in size because that's too big of a range. You can't use a universal share size. You'll get yourself in trouble. Hey, hopefully, cats. Yeah, that was one of the hardest things for me to learn. Great advice. Cut your losses, get back in if you have to move on to something else. Exactly. 100%. Yeah, you at least have to learn with zero commissions for sure, Adam. What's up, Caitlin? Hey, good morning. I'll take a teachable individual with reasonable aptitude over IQ almost every time. Yeah, for sure. Learning is one of the best skills. Like, people think programming is like some super... Programming requires deep thought, but what programming really, like, if you want to be a programmer, you really just a professional learner. Like, programmers just learn and memorize things. That's all they do. It's not like, it doesn't take any, it's not some super mystical thing that a lot of people think in programming. Like, it's just learning things. Like, if you don't know something in programming has evolved past the point to where you have to create these complex algorithms in your head. Like, I promise you, most of the algorithms that you need are going to be already out there on Google somewhere. And so what a programmer actually is just a professional Googler is really what a programmer is. And the ability to learn is the single best skill you can have in life, I think, is your ability to learn. And if we're really getting deep into it, though, the definition of intelligence is your ability to obtain knowledge. And so it's basically how fast you learn things, and there's a big difference between knowledge and intelligence. Knowledge is just stuff that you learn, but intelligence is how fast you learn it. So, yeah, professional Googler. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, don't get on tilt. Using poker as a reference, don't get on tilt. Leave the table and come back tomorrow, because a lot of traders are profitable. They just get themselves into these positions where they get really frustrated, and instead of walking away as they should, they keep poking at it. And just like in poker, sometimes it's just not your day. If you get frustrated, you're not going to think clearly. Trading's the same way. So what you want to do is you want to build rules around that. You want to build reasonable rules around your trading to protect yourself from getting frustrated. Like, one rule I have, I give myself a max loss. If I lose over a specific amount, I walk away no matter what. And that skill is really important in trading as well. Yeah, we have lines on Prague, I think. I'll show you what I'm looking at for Prague here. So under 4 is not really good. I want to see it over 4. The level I have right now is 393. That's the low from yesterday. So look at 395, 393, or 390s for Prague. That's the low from yesterday. I think that's what a lot of people are looking to see if it holds over. It's also a low, or no, it's also one of the highs back from the 16th. So 395s, 390 is a big support level that I think a lot of people are watching. Yeah, for sure, Larry. 100%, bro. I'm a professional panicker. Hey. Yeah, if you guys saw me this morning, I was panicking. I guess I'm a little bit OCD, to be honest. Like, I have some OCD. I've been diagnosed with it as well. What I'm really specifically OCD about is being on time for things. Like, I really want to be on time. It's a little bit quirky, but I really want to be on time. Like, this morning, I woke up at like 5:50 and I was late, and I panicked and I tripped out because, I don't know. I just want to be on time for things. And I hate rushing to something that I'm late in. It's too stressful. Maybe that's not OCD though, but I don't know. We got G-Tech going back up. It's at 790s. We're watching that too. Yeah, because because I don't know how to trade stocks, bro. You know, I've been trading for 5 years, bro. I've been trading longer than your favorite guru, almost certainly, and I have documented history of it. And so anybody claiming that I don't know trading or that I don't even know how to trade is just trying to talk smack, just trying to troll, I guess. Yeah. I am. Yeah, I guess I'd be considered East Coast. I'm in southeastern Texas, Houston area, North Houston. Yeah, I just click on stuff and hope for green. You know, I don't even analyze anything. I just kind of randomly click on things. You know, I don't even know what I'm doing over here. I'm just clicking buttons. You know, I don't even know what this is. This might be NASA computer or something like that. I'm just clicking buttons. Who knows what's going to happen? You know, stick around, hit the subscribe button if you want to see. And I know, like, listen, I know I'm like, I got OCD because I want to be on time for things, but I think I take it a little bit too far. You know, I think I take it a little bit too far. Like, I really want to be on time for things. It's not just like, oh, hey, I need to be responsible. It's like, I really need to be on time for things. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Yeah. Cost of living wise, might move from Colorado to Texas. Well, cost of living is definitely cheaper here. Like, I'll put it this way: you could buy a 5-bedroom house, beautiful house. What in California would be $1 million plus house here in Texas for $300K. You know. Do you scream at everyone and yell through the house? No, I don't scream at anybody. It's nobody else's fault. It wasn't anybody else's fault. In the room, I might kind of raise my voice and curse a little bit, which is what I did this morning. I just kind of got upset and cursed and said, oh, bleep, bleep, bleep. You know, what the bleep? My bleeping phone is unplugged. What the bleep? I'm late. You know, and Carol's like, John, shut up. And I'm like, all right. You know, and then I just kind of storm off and I'll calm down in 30 minutes and I'm here. All right, guys, we got 9 minutes, team line, 9 minutes. G-Tech flying up at 906s. Maybe I did get scared out of this thing because G-Tech just flew up. It's at 907s. 907s. Yeah, hey. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Yeah, G-Tech, man. A little bit of FOMO coming through, but the other skill, if we're talking about skills in trading, I guess that's been a big theme today. But the other skill of trading is just not letting FOMO get to you that bad. Like, I've known a lot of traders, and trust me, a lot of traders that just can't accept missing a move. If they miss anything, they get really, really upset. They get really, really mad. They storm around and they just destroy their mental state anytime they miss a big move. I think it really just takes screen time because I think the longer you trade, the more you understand you're not going to catch everything. You're not going to catch every big move in the market. You're going to miss a majority of them, in fact. And so if you get upset every time it happens, you're always going to be upset. And the key is to just get used to it. Like, there'll always be other moves. There will always be big moves to take advantage of in the market. If you miss one, it is not the end of the world. You should never get mad at yourself for it. In the end, it happens. And so that's a skill as well, is kind of conditioning yourself to not care as much if you miss a big move. Like, I got stopped out of G-Tech and missed out on this huge rip up. I would have made a nice little pre-market gain on that, but it is what it is. You miss out on some moves. And so you got to really condition that mindset as well, because I know a lot of people that get really, really upset anytime they miss a move. And again, that'll destroy your mental state. You'll always be upset. You'll always be mad, you know, and that's not going to help you adjust to trading. You're just always going to be upset. Carol seems to be the type to throw a pillow at me. Yeah. Carol is not a morning person. I'm a morning person. And so I'm up at like 5 a.m. drinking coffee, if I can, drinking tea most of the time now. Watching the sun come up, super happy and kind of giddy in the morning. My kids hate me in the morning because I'm all happy singing songs and trolling them a little bit, making fun of messing with them a little bit, singing songs, go barging in their room super early, throwing pillows at them and stuff. And so my whole family hates me because I'm a morning person. Carol is not. Carol gets up and takes a solid 30 minutes to really wake up. All right, guys, G-Tech flying up here. The big level that we're watching is $9. So here's $9. We ripped over 9. We got to 930. We'll see if we hold. PHU is at 395s. Prague is battling at that level we talked about earlier. Yeah, for sure. I saw Bitcoin at $100. FOMO can't phase me. Yeah, I called GameStop short at $4 a share 2 years ago. I called GameStop short at $4 a share. So, hey, what do I know? Guru is in G-Tech now. Thank you for that update, Pawn. Good to know, to be honest. Good to know. Yeah, big time Guru in G-Tech. Y'all be careful. It could get halted on the... again, a lot of the time at the opening bell, when it's the most liquid, it'll get halted and gap down. Not always, though. Maybe it doesn't happen. Could have happened with lgbn yesterday, and it didn't. So maybe he knows that I've been saying that, and so he's stopping that type of activity and doing something else. But who knows? He's not happy about it. He's happy that it doesn't bother him. Larry, fun about the rip? I'm not sure. Fun's at 390s. We'll see if it holds. We're watching Prague, though. Here's G-Tech. Let's see if it holds at 9. All right, guys, we got 5 minutes. We got 500 people here. If you haven't already, guys, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. We do this every day. We don't, the big thing here, guys, and again, we develop apps even so that you guys, we develop apps and everything so that you guys can, have free short flow data and information. And then we give it away for free. We give it away for free. We build apps. We give everything away for free. We don't sell a course. We don't sell a service, and so we just give everything away for free. And so if you appreciate movements like that, where we day trade live, we give out free stock data and information. We don't claim to be experts. We are not professional traders. We don't claim to be gurus. We don't sell a course or a service or anything like that, and we just give everything away for free. If you appreciate that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We do this live every single day right here. All right, guys. Opening bell is in 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Let's do this. Fun is making a token. I saw that from PHUN. The fun token. And thank you, Harsh. I appreciate you, brother. All right, guys. We got 702 votes already for lgbn poll that we did in chat. All right, guys. Do y'all think G-Tech bounces here? Let us know. What are you watching at the opening bell as well? Let us know. Let us know if you think G-Tech bounces or if you're watching, what your main watch is at the opening bell currently. Hey, nice, Charles. Hey, dope, man. What's your favorite stock for the open, guys? Let us know. Hey, thank you, Juan. I appreciate you, brother. Apple calls, Lucid. What's up, Austin? Peloton, UWMC. I was watching UWMC earlier as well. Yeah, for sure. Jim's right. Just be careful, Charles. All right, so we got a little bit of a green cushion to trade into this morning. So we'll see how that goes. We got over 500 people here, so smash that like, hit the sub button. Let's run these numbers up. SEV got in an IPO and held. Hey, well, good luck, Brandy, with that. I hope you make money. Apple calls. Yeah, Apple's looking pretty solid. We're going to watch that, too, at the open. Here's Prague, PHUN. We got 2 minutes, guys, 2 minutes. Carol woke me up at 3 a.m. last night to see the blood moon that was out in in the eclipse. It's pretty cool. Hey, what's up, Try? Good to see you, bro. Hope you're doing good, man. I'm excited for the weekend, though. Get a little bit of rest in there. No, I came with a charger wand, but I already had a charger. I had a Note before the Z Fold anyway, so yeah, mine has a charger. All right, guys. Hey, good luck. The opening bell's in like 10 seconds, so good luck, guys. Let's try to make some money today. Watching Apple start to try to angry. GTEC's going to be on the top. LGVN's going to be number 2. Prog number 3. PHUN number 4. Those are the top 4 I'm watching. Again, GTEC, Prog, LGVN, and PHUN. And I'm not saying they're going to go up. They might crash. I don't know. This is not financial advice. Don't sue me. Good luck. Here's the opening bell. We'll see what happens. All right, so we got GTEC at 890s, $9, 908s, 930s. Again, let's see if it hits 930, gets halted, and then drops. All right, so it just hit 920s. All right, we got LGVN dropping, PHUN dropping, Prog consolidating, SPY's consolidating, Apple's testing the previous closing price. Disney is not doing much. Switch these scans over. DRNA. GTEC getting up there at 890s, 880s. There's 903s, 902s. LGVN starting to get some strength. There's the GTEC breaking 940s, 950s. Again, sometimes it'll get halted here and then gap down. Let's see if it does. If it doesn't, that's good news for it. If it's at 930s, 940s, hit 950. 950 is the new high. All right, so it went up to the highs, pulling back down. Let's see if it bounces at $9 for GTEC, GTEC. See if it bounces at 9. All right, LGVN is up to 12s, getting rejected too, trying to get over VWAP here. GTEC consolidating after a little pullback here, after it broke highs, hit 950. Pulling back down though, under 915s. Halfway through the second minute of the day on GTEC here. Apple dipping pretty fast. Disney starting to move up. SPY is down slightly. GTEC's consolidating though. We'll see if it moves back up here. We have LGVN breaking over the VWAP at over $12. It's at 1230s. We have GTEC up to 920s, 925s, 915s. We're watching that also. GTEC up there to 950s, getting ready to break highs, or trying to maybe. Still consolidating. Big downwick here usually indicates buying pressure. So let's see if buying pressure comes in and we go up for GTEC. Maybe not, but a big downwick usually indicates buying pressure. So we'll see if we start popping up after this. It's got to hold over $9, I think, too. All right, so we got the big downwick. Let's see if buying pressure comes in. All right, LGVN just got halted. Yeah, LGVN just got halted. Yep, halted at on LGVN. It's halted now. It'll resume at 37 at 9:37. It should resume. All right, let's see if GTEC has the volume come in. So yeah, LGVN is now halted. Like I said, we have that downwick for buying pressure. Let's see if it comes in for GTEC here. Attempted to buy. Yeah, there's the buying pressure. So that's what the wicks can tell you. So if you look at this wick here, let me remove this. If you look at this down wick right here, when it has a big wick on the downside, what happens? It means it got pushed up really quickly, indicative of buying pressure. And so that's why we can kind of predict this little bounce in GTEC here. Now, who knows if it's going to hold or not. PHUN is also pushing over the VWAP, trying to break over the VWAP as well. It's at 390s for PHUN, 390s, $4. So over VWAP, let's see if it holds there. LGVN, like I said, should resume at 9:37 market time, 9:37 market time. And yeah, GTEC starting to pop up. It's at 960s right now. Let's see if it holds or what happens here. All right, we got a little bit of a cushion, but we're going to try to let some stuff play out here. All right, we're going to short actually into Apple now that we have a drop. Prog is back up to 420s here. So Prog is back up to 420s. We are in Apple here. We are in one position short. All right, we're gonna add one more position here, and then get out if it breaks up too high right here. All right, GTEC's still heading up. PHUN looks good. We'll look for maybe a dip buy in PHUN. All right, break even right now. GTEC consolidating, pulling back some. Market breaking lows. All right, GTEC pulling back a little bit. PHUN's pulling back. We'll buy a little bit of PHUN here. Come on, man. Feel me. All right, there we go. We're in PHUN. Bought the dip to $4. We'll see if that holds. About break even, and Apple waiting for that to do something. We'll get out of Prague here. Just too big of a dip. It rejected at VWAP. We'll see if it pops back over here. SPY reversing on me with Apple. Probably got to jump out here. I just don't want to get stuck in a red to green move, so we'll get out there. We're still about break even because we had built up some profit prior to that. But yeah, a few losing trades after the opening bell. We'll let everything play out. The SPY is just reversing pretty fast, which is dragging Apple and all these other ones up too. Which is all right. We're watching GTEC here. Here's a pullback that we might be interested in. Man, I got to switch these EXT things over. There we go. All right, so we're going to buy 10 shares of GTEC. 10 shares. Maybe we'll add a little bit more here, but the SPY is a little bit high over VWAP, so we're going to wait and see what we can get on that end. We're going to add a little bit more to this because it looks like it's starting to squeeze up a little bit for GTEC. Maybe add a little bit more if we can. See if we can pop over 10s. Yeah, glad I got out of Apple. Got out right in time. Apple's starting to fly back up too. There's the break in GTEC. Got the break and squeeze up. Take a little bit off there. We were already down on it already. Maybe we'll add some more if we get some setups that look good. Shorten AMD a little bit too here. Get out. Maybe we'll add some more back. Taking a few little feeler trades currently. All right, we're in AMD now too. So we get a flush. How are you guys doing today so far? Green or red? Green or red so far today? Let me know. All right, what about LGVN? What did that end up doing? Did LGVN resume? Okay, yes, LGVN did resume. It's up to 1320s, 1330s for LGVN. We just bought another 7 shares of GTEC here. Prague still heading up. Scaling into AMD, trying to take a few little pops and short into it. All right, we're at 15 shares of G-Tech. 15. See if we can start testing highs again. All right, we're in 50 shares of AMD now. SPY is starting to head up though, so I just got to be a little bit careful with AMD. Okay, nice. Got a nice little flush. I'll let 950 test here if G-Tech, but if it doesn't hold this, we're just going to jump out. Yeah, we got to get out there. $10 loss on G-Tech, just big flush quickly. AMD is kind of going back and forth. We're going to get out there for AMD just to protect the trade. Whoa, got out just in time for that spike on AMD. What happened? That's weird. I like the downwick on AMD. Did it have a catalyst drop today or something? Big drop in the market. Big drop in the SPY. We're shorting AMD a little bit heavier now. At least we're trying to. Kind of weird price action, but we'll take the risk. Right, roughly break even with AMD currently. Still in 75 shares. All right, this is kind of weird. So we're not going to sit in this very long, I don't think. We're going to get out. This is too risky. Much larger loss than I initially wanted, but, you know, we're down $40. It's pretty small on the day. Just kind of weird action. Does anybody know what happened to AMD there? G-Tech halted? Yeah, G-Tech halted on the downside. I mean, remember, guys, what I told you. This is why I get out of G-Tech like I did, because these are the risks with these type of stocks, right? When gurus are trading them, they will front load onto these positions. They'll call it out to their chat and say, hey, everybody, you know, this looks good or whatever they say, and then it'll just slam it down after it hits highs, break lows, and get halted. And I said that numerous times today, and that's kind of what happened. We scalped it, tried scalping it on the way up at least, but that's kind of how it goes. So y'all just got to be careful. All right, we're back in AMD here. Nice. SPY's really sideways and choppy right now, unfortunately, so I don't know what we want to do with this, really. A lot of these big movers are getting halted on the way down. SPY is not really doing anything. It's just chopping sideways, up and down. We'll get out of AMD. We're going to wait now. It's been a tough morning. Hasn't been a good morning for sure. We're down $50. But it could be worse. But it just hasn't been an easy morning. Nothing's really trending super easily. We have Apple, which is kind of going up and down. The market is just not really picking a direction. If we look at the SPY itself, SPY is down to 3 or 460s currently. So not really an easy time to trade. Maybe we could trade some futures. It's a Friday. Faked out on AMD again. But what's the reason? Did AMD just drop a catalyst or something like that? Does anybody know? Option alerts just dropped. Okay, that's what it is. We're buying Apple right here, too. lgbn halted on the downside. It'll resume at 45. All right, we got to stop trading AMD. I'm going to get out. We just keep giving money back to it over and over and over again. Not fun. I'll put it that way. Not fun. We lost most of our money on AMD today. Luckily, we're still pretty small though, and we're making some money on Apple right now at least, but not fun. Palantir and OCGN. Hey, later, Heartless. Have a good day, brother. But oof, we're down like $70. I'm gonna slow it down. Not a fun day trading for sure. Here's the P&L. So no bueno for me today. But it's all good. Like I said, my goal this week, if you've listened to me all this week, look at PHUN start to spike. But my goal this week is to scale up size. Even if I lose a few $100s, I want to get my normal sizing to where I'm making or losing $100 to $200 a day. Even if I lose, the big thing is just the sizing. Once I get used to the sizing, we can push. But until then, we're gonna have to chill and just wait. Wait and hope. What happened to GTech? GTech got halted on the downside, probably got manipulated by Guru, and then got slammed down. All right, so we just made a cool $75 on Top Step. So a cool little $75 on Top Step. That's good. PHUN, we're going to buy this dip. 50 shares. The market itself starting to run. Fun taking off. Yeah, we're in PHUN. We jumped in a little size. They're small, but green. We just scalped a little bit of PHUN. All right, so we did get GTech to resume here. GTech is resumed now. Just joined lots of different chat rooms only to keep coming back here and making money with you. So thank you for all that you do. Hey, thank you, Trading Yoga Girl. I appreciate you for sure. Yeah, we just try to keep it free here, you know. That's the goal. We just want to be a free community for traders. That's it. And I appreciate the support. Thank you very much for the $5. SPY rejecting hard. Weird. Tough day to trade. Not a lot of easy momentum to take advantage of. Not a lot of easy momentum. Look at the SPY reject. So not easy trading today, that's for sure. We're going to buy a little bit more PHU in here. It's just 50 shares. Yes, basically cats, 100%. And I appreciate that. Man, dude. Okay, I'm gonna slow down trading. I just lost some money on Apple as well. And so, weird market, man. Is something coming out with the market right now? Let me look. Did something just drop? Because that's a pretty big drop to happen randomly in the SPY. Okay, so it looks like a majority of U.S. House votes were for Biden's $1.75 trillion bill. Voting is continuing. So that's what's going on now. I'm trading in that volatility. That is why the market's a little sketched today. That is why. Is because that is going on, influencing everything. So we're gonna get ourselves to flat and wait, because that is not easy trading. We're down like $90. Yeah, I mean, the NASDAQ is basically doing the same thing as the SPY. You know, like here's the NASDAQ. Right? Like here's the, it's in DAQ. And then here's the SPY. And so they're basically doing the same thing. The SPY just has a little bit more volume, which is what it's for. But like you can look at the trend and see the trend is almost the same, you know? So there's not a huge difference between these two. It's mostly just the broader market that they're following. And a lot of them have the same stocks in them too. So, you know, it is what it is. GTech down to 815s. First 10 minutes get you? Not really. I mean, we're just swinging a little bit hard. The market's pretty sideways, so it is what it is. Nobody's going to be green every day, and we're certainly not. The only people that think traders are green every day are pretty new traders. I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying most people are going to understand that green red days are going to happen. Yeah, it's inevitable to lose, and yeah, it is what it is. We're just waiting to see if we can find some more favorable volatility here. NAD naked looking good. The Nasdaq's not up. The Nasdaq's technically red on the day. So if we look at the Nasdaq here, Larry, DAQ is the Nasdaq symbol. If we look at the Nasdaq today, it's actually break even now. A second ago, it was slightly red, and so it's at 208. The previous closing price is at 208.71. So we're exactly break even for the Nasdaq right now. The SPY is getting closer to that as well. In a broader sense, they're the same. Look, now SPY is basically break even, Nasdaq basically break even. So like in a broader sense, they're pretty similar. Of course, they're not exactly the same, but in general, they're going to move with the markets, just like any other large ETF. Hey, thank you, Doug. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I actually had a lot better success in pre-market. Rivian. Rivian's also breaking highs, guys. Check out Rivian, RIVN, breaking highs. Yeah, that's all good, Larry. We can disagree. It's all good, brother. Nobody's going to agree with everything. I think the Nasdaq is leading the SPY by maybe 2 minutes, but that's the only real difference. PHU went back up to 4s. We'll see if it holds. Rivian looks good. We'll see what happens. Good day, sir. Why are you spamming, bro? Yeah, it's all good, Larry. Yeah, the composite index is doing well. Yeah, actually, you're right, Larry. My bad. I was looking at the Nasdaq company stock, not the actual Nasdaq index. And so you're actually correct. So my bad. I was wrong. You were right. You were smart. I was dumb. You are very good looking, and I am not attractive. So you were right, Larry. But no, SPY dipping down a little bit. Pretty sideways right now, though. PHUN dipping down. Here's the SPY. LGVN making moves. Rivian going up is at 132, so maybe we'll see if it holds over 132 and continues. SPY is too chop for me, personally. That is actually from Billy Madison. I come here just for the giggles. Hey, well, listen, if trading and YouTube don't work, then maybe I got a future in stand-up comedy, maybe one day. Because I'm the most hilarious guy ever, definitely top 3. But Rivian is up there at 130s, did bounce off of that 132 level. You see that? We drew that 132 level and it bounced off. Too bad we're super red on the day, but hey, at least we're right about Rivian. There goes the move. PHUN sideways as well. GTech. I mean, guys, do you guys understand what we said here for GTech? Like, do y'all remember what we said? We said when big gurus are playing these stocks, what will happen sometimes is that the stock will go up to highs. It wasn't right at the open, so that's one thing we're right about. It'll go up to highs, have a big trader. Like, listen, if you had and I'm sure they probably know, any big time gurus probably know that I've been saying, hey, these gurus sell right at the opening bell. And so he waited a little while this time, but I heard a big time guru was following GTech, was calling out GTech, probably front loading because it's a low float stock. And then look at this drop happen, guys. What do you think the reason for this massive drop all of a sudden right here at $9.80, $10 is? You know, this was millions of shares sold all at once. It certainly wasn't just accumulation. It was millions of shares sold all at once. And then it got halted on the downside. Exactly what we said would happen happened. A little bit different, but almost exactly what we said it would happen, or it happened. And so this is what happens when gurus front load onto positions. This is what happens when gurus pump up stocks, and it's unfortunate, but you see it, and it is what it is. Yeah, crypto's finally coming back. It needed to, for sure. Hey, thank you, Manifest. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. For sure. Thank you, brother. Yeah, there's no way that stop losses rough. Nobody's, I'll put it this way. A large majority of traders aren't setting stop losses at 980s. You know what I mean? That's right around the highs of the day. You know, a large majority of traders aren't trading it like that. This is somebody unloading a big time position in a low flow stock, probably pumping it up. Now, maybe it's not. I don't know. Nobody knows for sure. But like, that's not really an area where a lot of stop losses get hit. You know, most stop losses aren't going to get hit up here, you know, like this did. Most stop losses are going to be way down here, probably like 890 or so. Maybe you got some at like 915s, but by that point the move had already happened, and so it's certainly not stop loss. It's just not a logical stop loss area. Yeah, for sure, Pawn, 100%, brother. Well, it depends. A lot of the really big fish DS aren't targeting penny stocks. Like, a lot of the big money does not trade penny stocks. Most big money trade blue chip companies because they're a little bit more consistent. Penny stocks might make big rips up and big rips down, but most of the big money understand that there's a risky investment into a lot of those. I'm not saying they're all bad, but like, most big money don't trade penny stocks. And so you got a handful of people that do, and when they do, they usually manipulate it by front loading and then pumping it up and then selling 5 minutes before they announce that they sold, so that they don't get stuck in their own crash and leave half of their following holding the bag. And that's probably what happened with GTech. All right, guys. SPY's starting to look good. Starting to creep back up. GTech's starting to creep back up too. Let's see what happens here. SPY moving up. AMD ripping up. Looks good. Rivian dipping down to 130s. Kind of tempted to buy a little bit of that dip in Rivian, but we're going to wait. What else do you guys see? I see the SPY pumping up. So I'm finally starting to end green. Looks like it rebounded from the infrastructure bill talks. I might buy a little bit of Rivian here. What's the risk? Big range. So we're going to buy 10 shares of Rivian here on this dip. Looks like a pretty reasonable dip buy level. We'll see if that works. CNTX. All right, so here's CNTX. CNTX. It didn't really hold. What happened to GTech? GTech's starting to creep its way back up a little bit, so we'll see if it holds over the VWAP now. SPY making really strong moves. Really strong. All right, we're in with 20 shares of Rivian. So we get a bounce that we can capitalize on. Lucid? What's Lucid doing? I see PHUN coming back down. And we're going to take a little bit off here of our Rivian trade. Dude, how do we get that bad of a freaking fail, bro? Honestly, that kind of pisses me off. Like, we're up $7. We take profit. We don't make anything from it. I mean, I know it reversed on me quickly, but that's kind of frustrating, in all honesty. Let's see what happens. We're still up 5. That's a little bit better. Look at Lucid, guys, flying up. Lucid is making huge, huge rips right now in Lucid. Wow, 51s, guys, for Lucid. So that should help this, no? We'll let this go. And lgbn starting to make a move up. It's at 1150s now, 1150s. Yeah, Lucid's flying up. Yeah, we're watching GTech too. It's starting to edge higher. Nice for Lucid. Take that. Take most of it off just to capitalize on the gains. SPY dropping very large. Again, big swings in the SPY, to be honest here. So big drops, big swings. Hopefully it doesn't influence Lucid too much. Or not Lucid. All right, we're still on Lucid. Lucid's up to 9s again. Looks good. Watching the SPY to see what happens. Lucid still sitting in it. SPY reacting to the VIX. Yeah, Lucid is starting to try to make moves. Or not Lucid. Rivian is starting to creep back up there. That's what we want. We just want Rivian to head back higher, of course. SPY's dipping down some, but Rivian is back up. A nice view up. I'm not shorting Lucid. Am I? Yeah, I'm not shorting Lucid. I'm going long in Rivian is what I'm doing right here. If you see this, that's the only trade I'm involved with currently. All right, so we're scalping AMD, honestly, really nicely here. We got 50 shares. Dude, no. Ugh. All right, sorry, guys. Dude, I'm going to be so mad if I lose out on my profit because this thing's swingy back and forth because I forgot to set the EXT here. There we go. All right, we're in AMD, riding the bounce. Get out of that. We'll go ahead and get out of Rivian. It's dipping too fast. So a little string of green trades cut our losses in half on the day. We are only down $54 today, and we're going to start, like I said, I don't mind swinging and trying to end green. There goes lgbn starting to make moves. lgbn is moving, and so we're going to see if that continues here, of course. All right. Maybe I could have held a little bit of AMD. G-Tech flying up here, testing these highs. So let's see what happens at $10. $10, a big level. Looks like getting out of that Rivian dip was the right move. Yeah, G-Tech halted on the way up, guys. Crazy. It's at 970s here, 970s. Market reversing very, very quickly. So we're going to wait to scalp any large cap stocks until that settles down some here. Because that's a big reversal really, really quickly. Some type of catalyst just happened here. So if you're trading large cap stocks, be careful. Some type of catalyst is influencing the market. All right, so Biden's Build Back Better bill after passing the House is now going to go to the Senate. So the Build Back Better bill after passing the House is now going to go to the Senate, and I guess that is making the market drop. I don't know, Carl. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all just be careful. Looks like the Rivian dip was right to get out of. All right, we're at AMD again, 25 shares. G-Tech should resume here. G-Tech should resume here at, wait, yeah, at 08, at 10:08. Oof. Lost a little $10 there on AMD. It's all good. Market's starting to drop, so I should probably wait until the market plays out in a specific trend before we really start to get involved with anything. Big swings on a Friday. We should be resuming within 2 minutes for G-Tech. PHUN dropping a bit. Yeah, I see that. That's subjective, Hari. It's subjective. Other traders are going to prefer different things. You know, some are going to prefer to take half off. Some are going to prefer to take the whole thing off. It just depends. SPY is very sideways and choppy, not really picking a trend, unfortunately, for me today. So we're going to have to just wait. G-Tech at 970s. All right, there's G-Tech resumption here. It's at 1040s, 1050s for G-Tech. It resumed 1040s. Let's see what happens here. Broke highs. Let's see if it continues. See if it holds up here now. It usually halts, Jason, are going to be 5 to 10 minutes. So it depends. Sometimes they're 5, sometimes they're 10. So it really depends on what's happened. Usually if a stock is halted once, it's a 5-minute halt. So it'll resume 5 minutes after it was halted. Usually, not always. lgbn is halted on the downside. Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, lgbn is halted on the downside. All right, we're in AMD with another 25. Hey, dope, Martin. Congrats, bro. But how do you know the time? You just look at when it was halted. You look at the candle it was halted on and see what minute that was on, and then play it that way. So like for this, lgbn was halted at 9:08. You can look right here, 9:08. So it'll resume at 9:13 probably. Probably resume at 9:13, not always. Yeah, for sure. Hey, congrats, BWAP. Dope, man. Happy for you, brother. All right, market reversing. GTech, big halt, and then dump. Man, GTech just faked a ton of people out. A bunch of people just lost money, to be honest. And this is the risk. This is a guru unloading shares again, to put it into perspective, guys. This is a guru waiting for it to get to highs again, unloading shares, probably front loading. All right, so we're out. We lost a little bit more on AMD, but the market's dropping, so we're going to be careful. Yep. A ton of people just lost a bunch of money on GTech. Thus is the problem. Hey, nice, Carl. Hey, nice work, brother. Yeah, I'm not saying everybody lost money. I'm just saying a bunch of people. Objectively speaking, a bunch of people bought up these highs at $10 and then just got slammed down. It is what it is, Yeah, no worries, 3x. Yeah, and the way you tell, guys, is you just look at what the gurus are trading. Like, a lot of the time, they're targeting low float stocks, which is fine. Like, you can make money with low float stocks, but like, I'll put it this way: like, a lot of the time, the gurus will front load, and so they'll target stocks that just, that they know they can manipulate, and they'll buy shares. They'll load up. They'll wait for all their fills to happen, and then 10 minutes later, they'll announce to their following, hey guys, I'm buying the stock. And what happens when you got 5,000 people that hear that? They buy it up too. And the guru profits because he pumps the price of the stock up. But the problem is that he doesn't really announce when he sells. Like he'll sell, and then 10 minutes later, he'll say, hey guys, I sold. And then what happens when he announces that? The stock crashes. Really, you can look at some of the stocks to see when they sold to it. Institutions most of the time aren't trading these cheap little pity stocks, KAZ. So like most institutions are not going to be trading these. These are mostly traded by retail traders and gurus. Most institutions aren't going to toy with these. Like they're gonna mess with larger cap companies. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if he sold 1 million shares, but I would guess 500K or something like that, reasonable. Maybe 100K, 200K, anything that can spark a squeeze like that, they'll take. If he buys 300,000 shares of GTech, it would be 2.7 million. A lot of these gurus have that, and they will trade that. But most of these most of these hedge funds aren't going to be targeting stocks like GTech or stocks like, these low float small cap stocks. And I mean, aside from that, GTech will resume at 10:15 most likely, so in 1 minute. Most likely, not always, but we're just kind of speculating there. All right. I like this little trend on AMD. GTech should be resuming pretty soon. Yeah, and just to be honest, though, we're all speculating. We don't know who's targeting these stocks. Like, all we can do is guess. You're one of the reasons I get up to trade every morning, got my first 10% return on a small account, and finally know good risk management. Hey, happy for you, Carl. I will say, Carl, you killed it, brother. Good job, dude. Happy for you, bro. Congrats. All right, we're taking a little bit off of AMD trade. And it's just this weird market because a lot of the time you'll have people that follow the gurus that I'm talking about. Like, they'll spend $2,000 on one of their courses. Like, they'll follow them really loyally. They'll follow these gurus, right? And so when somebody comes out and says, hey, some of these gurus are probably front loading, that might make them feel kind of weird because they've spent so much money and time invested into learning these gurus' ways, right? And so when someone comes along and says, hey, that guru's probably just manipulating stocks, that might make them feel kind of defensive and say, oh, nah. Again, it's kind of like talking somebody out of a pyramid scheme. They get mad at you for it. They never say, yeah, that's true. It does have a pyramid scheme like structure. They instead say, nah, it's not a pyramid scheme. It might have a pyramid scheme structure, but it's a multi-level marketing scheme. It works, guys. We're just like, no, it doesn't. But again, that's what happens. Should have held that AMD trade. Look at Rivian. Rivian back over VWAP. lgbn's trying. All right, so there's the resumption on GTech. Yeah, for sure, 3x. Talk about being screwed twice by gurus, scammed with the courses. Yeah, I mean, that's how they get people too, because they might flash a $30,000 gain, but if that gain is made by front loading onto a cheap low float penny stock and then artificially inflating that penny stock's price using your following, it's not legitimate. Like, you're not going to be able to replicate that, Right, so we're getting a little green trade on Apple now, riding this move up here. I mean, of course, we're in kind of fight back mode, and we have been, but we're only down $45 on the day now, so we're making some money back. Not bad for a Friday. Is Shiba Inu ripping? Is it really? And listen, guys, if you want to buy Shiba Inu, check out BitGet. BitGet does have Shiba. Here's BitGet right here. Shiba's up 20%, guys. Shiba's ripping, and you can get it on BitGet. So if you want to buy Shiba, you can buy it on BitGet. And yeah, Shiba is up. Wait, it hasn't loaded the screen. Let me refresh this. But yeah, Shiba's up big. Yeah, look at Shiba. It's up to 51s. And honestly, BitGet's really dope too, because if I go to copy trader here, I can find traders that are profitable. I like to go to cumulative returns and see which ones are really making money. Look at this person, 93% accuracy rate, $26,000 over the last 3 weeks. Again, the way you analyze him, he's been here for almost 2 months. He's sitting in two trades, one green, one red, but green mostly. And if we look at the history, this person's been here for almost 2 months, which is a long time. Look at their percentage gains. Wow, 300%, 450, 490%, 125%. They don't trade super actively either. They kind of take a few trades and chill. And so I kind of like this trader. If we wanted to follow him, we don't want to follow him with that big of sizing. So we say, hey, we want to follow him at 30%, 0.3 fixed ratio. That way we take 30% of their sizing. We do want to set a stop loss. If they lose over 90% on any trade, we get out, and then a $500 max. And then we can copy them trade for trade. Like I said, you could also invest in Shiba on BitGet. And so you just type in Shiba and you see they do have it here. Running into some loading problems here for this, but that's all good. You do have Shiba. Yeah, you see Shiba here, and Shiba's been flying up today. They also have a lot of these crypto gaming stocks. Look at all these gains. So they have a lot of these crypto gaming stocks like E&J up 23%. We made a video about this 10 days ago. 10 days ago, we made a video about E&J. And Mana and Sandbox, Sand down a little bit. E&J up big. Mana up big. So these are flying. You can get all of these on BitGet as well. So you can also trade futures. So if you want to trade with leverage, you can trade with up to 125 times leverage on BitGet. You could also be a copy trader yourself. So if you want to copy trade, you could be a copy trader yourself and earn 10%. And so you got 100 people following you, earning 10% on all the profit you make them. That adds up. And you don't need to start off with huge sums of money because a lot of them are just looking at your percentage gains. And so you can start off with like $200, put in big percentage gains, and people will still want to follow you. And so if you want to check out the link, it's in the description. You can deposit super easy. You just go to buy crypto and say, look, I want to spend $300 on Bitcoin using Visa. And then I click purchase at the bottom right here. Super easy. It's going through Mercurio, which is a really well-known provider, and you get your coin within 2 to 10 minutes. So you can use Visa, bank transfer, all of that dope stuff. And I'll post this link here. You can help support your boy. Check it out. Great way to help support the channel. There's the link if you want to check it out. Great way to help support the channel. Like everything we do here is free. You know, we don't sell a course. We don't sell services. We don't claim to be experts. We don't claim to be gurus. We don't charge a penny for any of our content. It's all completely free. One of the ways we subsidize the channel, though, is we post affiliate links because that's the way we keep everything free. And so I hope you guys understand, you know, we're not trying to be sleazy. We're just trying to promote and help, you know, help the channel grow. And so check it out. I genuinely love using BitGet, and I think copy trading is like a new age form of investing. Again, if you're going to copy trade, though, there's a few things. Number one, you want to look at how long the trader has been around, you know, because some of these guys have just not been around long enough to really make it worthwhile. And so if they've been around for a few months, it's usually better. Some of these guys are making big percentages too. Like look at this person, 94%, $7,000, almost 500% gains. They've been around for almost a year. This is one of the best people probably to follow too. They're sitting on some losses that they're waiting to come around as well. But like, if you look at their gains certainly make up for it. Like, look, green, green, green. So you got some really profitable traders that have been around a long time too. And if we keep going back, this goes back a long time. They need to do an option on traders that have been around the longest, and maybe I can get them to open that up. But look at these guys. This guy's been around a long time. They've been trading a long time. These are the traders you want to follow, is the ones that have been around the longest. And of course, I can't guarantee you're going to make money, but those are the traders that I would follow personally. Yeah, it's just for crypto. Prague? Is Prague back up? Rivian back up, review up too. Porge is what I said. Prague. Prague's flying up. It's at 450. It's looking great, man. How did I miss Prague's run today, guys? How did I miss this today? lgbn still trying. Yeah, short. John, I just want to say thank you for all your time and effort. I watched you religiously every day, even if I'm at my 9 to 5 year one. Love the way you break stuff down and definitely make it easy. Hey, thank you, Jason. I appreciate the support. Cheers to you, brother. Thank you, man. Yeah, I won't short penny stocks. I'll short large cap companies, though. You know, just they need a downtrend, which we're not really getting much of the market today. Hmm. Apple's starting to rip up and break highs. Looks good. Hey, well, try BitGet if you want. Pasita. Try BitGet. You know, BitGet's dope. Honestly, BitGet's got everything you need, and they do KYC verification. So, like on BitGet, you can get verified if you're in the US. They allow US users. And BitGet's got whatever. Like, if you want to invest, you can go to Spot. And like, say Shiba's ripping right now, they do have Shiba. You can go to Spot. I'm having internet issues today, probably because I'm running so much stuff. But if you do want to invest, you can go to Spot here, and you can invest in Shiba. Or you can go Sheeb. They do have Shiba. So if you want to invest, you can go to Shiba. They've got Mana. They've got the gaming cryptos. They got a lot of the cryptos you're looking for. XRP. They've got a lot of them. You could also trade crypto futures by shorting and going long, and buying crypto and shorting, going long in Bitcoin. And so you can also trade crypto futures in the US as a US user, which is really dope. You can also copy trade, you know, really simple, really easily. They also have free paper trading as well. So if you want to paper trade so you can practice to be a copy trader, if you want to paper trade just to get better at crypto trading in general, you can just go to simulation, which is somewhere around here. But they've got everything you need really on crypto, in my opinion. And of course, I'm sponsored by them, and so I'm certainly biased, of course, but I think they got everything. All right, so get a little bit of sideways action. Prague's steady ripping up, though. Prague is making nice rips up to 450, over 450. Just kind of hanging out here. Not seeing much else. Spot dipping down. GTEC's kind of back over view up, though. GTEC's at 915s now, so it's trying to get up there. Also, guys, be sure to go check out Benzinga. Benzinga will give you a free trial for 2 weeks without even needing a credit card number. So if you're looking for scanners, check out Benzinga. Benzinga's got scanners that they'll let you use for free for 2 weeks without even needing a credit card number. So you can try them out, and if you like them, then you can move forward with them. So honestly, really useful and really cool, their platform to offer that. And if you want to check out Benzinga, here's the link right here. I'll post it in the chat as well. Apple pulling back a little bit. And there's the Benzinga link. All right, so the market's dipping down now pretty quickly here, dropping pretty fast. So if we get some setups, maybe we'll start to short some stuff. But right now, we're just kind of waiting. Prague's starting to move up. It's AMC time traders. BKKT starting to move. Here's AMC. Yeah, AMC's looking good. It's up to over 40s. BKKT. GTEC's trying to fight its way back. lgbn's consolidating too. So we got some time. We're just kind of waiting right now. Damn, market just reversed really, really quickly. BKKT starting to pop. It's up to 18s. Thoughts on UWMC? With the stock market being all-time high, do you think it's about to have a big drop? I mean, it certainly could, but I don't know. Nobody really does either. We're all just kind of predicting or speculating on it. I mean, so nobody really knows. I hope it doesn't. I mean, generally, the market being up is a good thing for the economy and society as a whole. So I want to see the market do well. A nice view up. Yeah, it's dipping down nicely now. Kind of a tough market to day trade in. If we look at the SPY, it's been kind of sideways. There's GTEC start to move back up here. So GTEC is starting to head back up. Let's see if we get some type of continuation here. Look at GTech though. GTech's back up to 970s, 980s here, guys. Oh, damn, Jan. Hey, well, good luck, brother. Well, we're down about $45, and I will say that like it could be worse. I'm just used to scaling up in size, and so, or I'm trying to get used to scaling up in size. So, yeah. Hey, well, nice view up. Congrats, bro. Let's see if GTech starts to make another test of 10s here. All right, so BKKT dipping down, GTech rejecting at those highs. I'm at 49 cents. Hey, bro, you're doing better than me, dude. I'm just glad to be scaling up in size. Like I said, like I'm at the point in my trading where I'm confident enough in my system to where it's like I'm just glad to be scaling up in size. Like that's what I need. I need a big scale up in size. If I can keep scaling up in size, then I'll be green eventually. GTech, yeah, GTech doesn't look bad. I don't mind this little mini dip here, Joel, at all. We'll have to get you on the stream one day, Joel. My bad, brother. We've been dealing with a lot of stuff. Like my mom came in town for the first time in a few years. I hadn't seen my mom in like 2 years, so she finally came and stayed. She left yesterday, and then my father-in-law's coming in town tomorrow. And so we've just had family back and forth. And then while that's been going on, I have this acid reflux hiatal hernia thing I've been battling for freaking years. That's still not better. And so I've just kind of been sick laying down a lot of the time and just trying to get better and trying to wait for it to just, I'm finally to the point now where I'm feeling much better than I was. And so we're finally feeling a little bit better, but you know, it's just been busy and hectic. And then while that's been going on, we've been scaling up. It's just been hectic. No, I don't use a 3-minute chart. Oh, yeah, for sure, Joel. Yeah, I could imagine, brother. I could imagine, man. GTech looks like it bouncing like we talked about, or like you talked about, Joe. They're saying GTech could squeeze after 10 with the low float? Maybe. Yeah, we got GTech starting to test 10. We'll see. Hey, nice trading yoga, girl. Congrats. That's dope. Watching the spot to see what happens. Probably going to close it down. Have you heard about how prop firms and hedge funds use, quote, not so common time frames to get an edge and see what most of us don't? I mean, I think that it's going to be a very subjective thing. I think people use a lot of different time frames. And I think that in trading, To be honest, if I'm being completely honest, Druv, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but to be completely honest, that sounds like a gimmicky spiel from a guru. Not you. I'm not saying that came from you. I'm just saying that sounds like something like somebody trying to sell me a course would say. They say, look at this great course I got. What I do with this course and what I do with my trading system that nobody else knows about. It's a super secret trading system. Is I take time frames that everybody else doesn't use to get an edge in the market, and you could buy my course by doing that. AYZ or XYZ. Doing that here. Just buy my course, 5 easy payments of $39.99. That's what it sounds like to me, brother. I'm not saying that's what it is. I will say that, like, in trading, your job is to move with the pack. And so you want to see what everybody else is seeing, because that's what's going to work the best. If everybody thinks the stock is going to bounce at $10, the stock's going to bounce at $10 because people are buying it up. So in trading, unique or secret is not really profitable. Why? Because you want to buy it where other people are buying it, so you want to see what everybody else sees. And so looking at it different than everybody else probably is not going to be profitable. Like, I put it this way, using a really obscure indicator that nobody else uses is going to mean that indicator doesn't work as well. Why? Because nobody else is playing off of it. Nobody else is using it to base their trades around. If everybody uses the same indicator to base their trades around, the stock is usually going to follow that indicator. Why? Because everybody else is using it. If everybody thinks it's going to bounce on the indicator pullback, they're going to buy it there. And so buys are going to naturally come in. It's self-fulfilling. And so secret usually means bad in trading, because it means that not enough other people use it to make it relevant. Like, one of the reasons the VWAP on an intraday basis works really well is because it's got so many other people using it. Moving averages have the 9, the 12, the 20, the 50, the 100. And so it's not consolidated like the VWAP is. And one of the reasons the VWAP works is because so many other people use it and base their trades around it on a short-term basis. And so when it pulls back to the VWAP, you got a lot of traders that are saying, hey, look, it's pulling back to the VWAP. Let me buy it here. Right. And so with that in mind, like, secret doesn't usually mean edge. It's actually the opposite. And most of the people that are trying to say, hey, this indicator is super secret, where this strategy is super secret, nobody knows about it, usually that means it doesn't work, because people need to know about the strategy if you want it to work, because that's what's ultimately going to cause the bounces to happen, because buyers are going to step in at the same place. So just try to make sure that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, you could use Trader TV. I'm not saying don't use different time frames, of course. You can use different time frames. I'm not saying that that's bad. What I'm saying is using really obscure time frames that nobody else uses is probably not going to work. It might. I'm at the point, like, anybody that's been around trading long enough understands that just because something doesn't work for them doesn't mean it doesn't work for other people. And so I'm going to preface everything else I'm about to say with, like, look, I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying my general philosophy is to move with the pack in trading, because technical trading specifically is self-fulfilling. And so it works because other people think it works. And so with that logic in mind, if nobody else knows about it, it's usually not going to work that well, because nobody else is basing their trades around those levels or indicators or whatever, right? And so, again, not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying that, to me, it sounds like a sales pitch, Right. It also depends on how you trade. There's a lot of time frames, Right. Weird time frames just make you fight the algorithms. Right. Exactly. Hey, what's up, Eric? Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. All right, BKKT, rip it up. Prague, rip it up. G-Tech pulling back some. But look at BKKT looks really strong, guys. Look at that. Hey, nice draft. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Tiny. Have a good weekend. I hope everyone stays safe. If I don't see you before or after Thanksgiving, to all my U.S. brothers and sisters, have a happy Thanksgiving. Love you all. Have a safe trip if y'all are making trips this holiday season. Good luck. Stay safe. And we'll have some crypto content dropping tomorrow morning. So we'll have some crypto content dropping tomorrow morning. So be on the lookout for that. Also, guys, y'all go sub to the crypto channel. It's youtube.com/beginnercrypto. Y'all go sub to it. We're building this channel up. We're making it grow. Y'all go sub to this channel. You can check out the latest video from the channel. There's the link. You can check out the latest video from the channel right here. It's a full course on how to buy and make money from NFTs in a profitable way. There's the link. If you want to check out the same video, check out the link. Go sub to the crypto channel. It's got purely crypto content. I have a business partner that's working with me on that channel that knows a ton about crypto and NFTs and everything. And so he's the one helping me make these videos. So great content. Y'all go watch it. Hey, you as well, Vicky. Have a good weekend. Thank you, Armand. Yeah, we'll stick around a little bit longer, but I'm going to close it down probably pretty soon and just enjoy the weekend, guys. And like I said, for all my brothers and sisters on BitGet, if you're on BitGet, again, you put money into your account. If you want to copy trade, what you do once you have money in your account is you go to assets, and then you go to assets, and then if you want to put it into copy trading, you want to put it into, I think it's unified futures, USDT futures is what it's called. So if you want to put it to copy trading, you need the money in USDT futures. So you go to transfer, and then you just go from spot to EX futures, or maybe it's coin. You go from spot to coin like this, and then you switch this coin to whatever you want it to be. And so that's it. Or no, you go to USDT. So you go to spot to USDT. This is how you do it. You go to USDT and you transfer USDT from spot to USDT M. And that's how you do it. So it's pretty simple. And again, the way you deposit on BitGet is you just go to buy crypto. That, or you just buy it on Coinbase. You can buy it on Coinbase, but you can deposit up to $500. You need a minimum of you need a minimum of $78 if you're buying Bitcoin. If you're buying USDT, you need a minimum of $20 or $91 if you're buying USDT. And you can use Visa, MasterCard, whatever, and then you just click purchase at the bottom right there. And there you go. There you'll have it. Prog pulling back a little bit. What's up, Nails? Hey, have a great weekend. Hey, I'll be right back, guys. I'll stick around, but I don't know how long it's going to be. I got to go ask Carol something about what we're doing. So I'll be right back, guys. All right, we're back. All right, guys, I'm probably just going to close it down. And so remember to go check out the latest video we dropped on the Beginner Crypto channel. Make sure you go subscribe to the Beginner Crypto channel. We've got a great video on one of these tokens that we think is going to be really huge in the metaverse. One of these big metaverse tokens that is a little bit more obscure, but has huge backing and crazy good potential. And so be on the lookout for that. We're going to be dropping that on this channel right here. So we just posted the link. Make sure you go subscribe. Listen, everything we do here is free. The crypto channel is going to be the same way. So just make sure you go sub to the channel if you haven't already. Good luck. Like I said, Shiba Inu is running. And so check out BigGet and the link in the description if you want to check that out. Check out Benzinga as well. You can get a free week trial for Benzinga completely free for 2 weeks. So check that out here. Good luck. I hope you guys have a good weekend. We'll definitely have some content dropping for you guys soon this weekend. So good luck. Love you all. And we'll see you guys later.